Yes, we are live.
Yes, we are.
We are live this week.
Yes.
Can you believe that shit?
We were dead last week, but we're alive again.
Yay! Slacker Americana. Let me fix this mic a little bit. There we go.
Give it that juice.
Yes. Give it sweet, sweet juice. Oh, yeah. Sensitivity. Yeah. And I'll do that, too. Slacker Americana, May 23rd, I think.
Oh, dude,
I
lost
it's
track of
a
it.
day. We know that much.
It's a day in May.
No, you're
It's
right. May
that's-
23rd.
Yeah, May 23rd. A day in May. So we are live today. We got a guest in studio, as you can see. We got Mr. Alex Magakis.
Magakis. I guess that's what they told me when I went to this one Greek restaurant. Because I always said Magakis for like ever since I was born.
Magakis?
Yeah, we always said Magakis. But then I went to this one Greek restaurant. It was like this corner store. And he was like, no, it's Magakis.
Magakis.
Yeah.
With the tzatziki sauce.
I've been saying that name wrong. I've been saying my own last name wrong
for forever.
Hey, well, you know what? Then that guy's wrong because...
And I've also been using the wrong social security number for like 20 years. No, I'm being serious. I did. Like we had to we went in and we found out like I was one digit off for like 20 years.
Holy shit. So that means someone else has been getting all this sweet...
They're not getting anything.
I was going to
from
say all
me.
that sweet retirement money.
Yeah.
Just loading up load up someone else's account for him and shit.
Right when I worked at like Regal and GameStop, they're getting my retirement funds from that.
For some people, that's more than what's normally out there and shit. I mean,
GameStop didn't give us any retirement.
yeah, they look at it as like, oh, you get a discount on games.
Yeah, pretty much. Actually, even though we got a discount on games, we could also like check out video games. Like it was like we could just take
Like a rental type deal or something?
Yeah, like
I'd like a copy of Mortal Kombat 47.
basically, yeah.
What were some of the games that you like? Give me two of them that you did the checkout on. You brought home, and then like everyone was they were all hype. You know what I mean? Like where everyone's like lining up.
I'm trying to think because it's been,
You know what I'm saying? Everyone's like, all these dumb suckers right now. They're about to drop their money on this bullshit.
I think Mass Effect was definitely one. But I liked Mass Effect. That wasn't bad. Alpha Protocol. I remember that one I checked out right before it came. It was supposed to get out. And I liked it, but it got such shit reviews, and everybody was so mad about it. Like, they were like, this game's garbage. And
This game is shit.
yeah, I was like, I had fun.
Well, yeah, because you didn't have to pay for it.
Yeah,
you
that's
know
it.
that. You know, I'm pretty sure if you dropped the 60 on it,
Or actually,
there
maybe-
we go.
I
Now
can't
we're on
remember.
camera.
Maybe I did pay for
I
it.
hit the button, but apparently it didn't do it.
I'm like
So-
really bad with money, so I probably did pay for it.
Oh yeah, Josh was complaining real fast. He was like, "Why do I only see the logo?" But yeah, well, I mean, I guess that's like, I wish we could do that at the music stores. Be like, "Oh yeah, let me just take home this fucking Gibson and try this bitch out.
Yeah.
Put it on a record real fast, and then
Basically.
just return it." Like,
I remember, what was it with...
It's like the AutoZone policy with tools.
oh yeah,
You can just go in and borrow. Can I borrow a 7/8 inch spanner? Yeah. There you go. It's like,
dude,
suckers.
Dude, people work on that shit outside of the AutoZone
Yeah.
too. People literally work in their parking lot like it's a garage.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like do you go outside of any AutoZone, even the one in Norristown, like on like a Saturday afternoon or
Yeah,
something
there's
like
always
that?
at least one person outside working on their car.
Jack stands,
What?
dude. They'll have jack stands, like the like either borrow them or go inside and buy them.
Like, because they're their own mechanic, pretty
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I never
But
knew that.
but you don't have any space like that's safe enough because I just said Norristown. Like a lot of the spots in Norristown, is street parking. Like if you got a driveway in Norristown, like you're blessed. You know what I mean? Like
Oh, yeah.
anything like that, like you're absolutely blessed. So to try and work on your shit out there on like Arch Street, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like or anything along those lines, dude. Like traffic's already tight as it is to begin with. So yeah, I mean just pulling the fucking AutoZone, and on top of that, like oh hey look, I'm already here, and I saw something else fucked up.
Yeah.
Let me work, But yeah, it is crazy. Like
It's very hard to, like, work on my car with these, like, shootings going on.
well.
I couldn't really
Shootings,
focus.
all these kids running up and down the street, you know what I mean? Like all anyone's got to do is just give a wrong bump to the front end of that car, and it's sliding off the jack stand.
yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
fucked. Like,
Mm.
and you just see these legs, You know what I mean? Just hanging out in the middle of
I've
crust.
seen that, yeah. Like you're driving by, and I think I've seen that where you just see like somebody's legs poking out, and it's like right near on like
the side of the street and shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, but that's why I say, like, you just go past AutoZone, like even in Norristown or any of them on a Saturday afternoon, and you'll see dudes working
Jeez.
straight like it's a fucking garage. Like
That's
it's amazing.
crazy.
Yeah.
So
I'm a child. I
You-
don't go to places like AutoZone or
Gotta man you up, boy.
men's warehouse. You know, I don't go to manly,
huh.
but I go to like Toys R Us or GameStop. I'm a nerd.
dude, I have one suit, and it's the only suit for funerals.
Oh,
And
wow.
it's with my family in Florida, and like, because whenever there's a funeral, like they come up,
Oh,
so I'm just like, bring the suit.
oh wow.
Like, it's the same suit I've had for 25.
It's like somebody sees you break out the suit. Oh my God, what
shit.
happened?
Oh no.
What happened?
Well, I don't know. I don't wear suits very often. Apparently, I look good in them when I actually can be bothered to cut my hair and shave my
Well,
beard.
you got the build for it. You know what I mean? Like, 'cause you're tall. You know, for me, it's just
Yeah.
like, oh, how adorable. You know.
Oh my God, that
They
doll's
put the-
talking to me.
They put the ring bearer in his suit. You know, like.
Oh my God.
Isn't yours supposed to be green?
Yeah, that's it. That's it. You fucking dick. Oh shit! They finally broke.
Oh,
Ah.
shit. Oh,
There we go.
no.
Hang on. I'll
I
keep
thought
it
those were magnetic for a minute.
I thought so too. Yeah, that was one of the things that kind of delayed last week. Is the old
I-
pair of glasses finally took a shit, and the super glue wasn't working no more.
Oh damn.
I have
So-
this stuff over there. It's supposed to be this UV activated glue. It comes with a little UV light. I don't know if you want to try that.
Wait, it works
Let
with
me
the
try
UV
talking
light?
in the mic. Okay.
Yeah, you put the stuff on there, and then you hit it with the UV light for 30 seconds, and it's supposed to set.
Dude,
I have to try that.
that's kind of cool.
I haven't really tried it out.
I'd keep your fucking fingers away from that shit, though.
Yeah, you just like UV light your fingers together.
What happened?
I
What
can't.
happened to you? Smoked too many joints? No, I just glued my fingers together.
I made a roach clip.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's my perma roach clip until
he's
the
been
skin wears
he's been
away.
holding that roach clip for like 3 days now.
It's a hell of a joint.
That dude's a pro, man.
Do you shower with that roach in your hand? There is no roach in my hand.
Never-ending supply. That would be insane. Just constant.
The endless roach.
I actually thought of that. Like, you know those little shells with the plants in it that you put on your refrigerator, and they never need like water or food or anything. They got everything they need from the air.
Okay.
As I was thinking, take the gene from that gives that plant the ability to do that, combine it with marijuana, and as long as you didn't smoke the rest of your bag, it would grow back.
Oh shit.
That'd be amazing.
You could have the never-ending bag. It's like a test of will. It's like, can you prevent yourself from smoking the last little bit of your weed?
Damn.
And if you can, then it'll grow back.
I just got
That is. Oh, dude. Talk about.
Hey, if anybody takes that idea, California people, Colorado people, Washington State, if you take my idea, I'm suing you, motherfucker. This is proof that I came up with it.
May 23rd.
Watch it all happen in like Europe or something.
It's still consumed though, right?
Oh yeah, international copyright laws.
Oh, really?
Are they you know, U.S. copyright laws are protected by international copyright laws, and as soon as you come up with an idea, as long as you have proof that it was your idea, it's pretty much as good as copyright.
You can seriously
Nice.
ask this dude anything, and he fucking knows it.
Oh,
I'm
really?
dead serious, dude. He fucking knows everything.
Cause I have like I'm working on my comedy album. Like I have the recording already done, but
Right.
I was worried because there's like this point where I get introduced, and there's like I think maybe 5 or 10 seconds of like,
fair
my
use.
intro song.
Well, actually, may not be fair use because if you're selling it,
Yeah,
Um,
that's what I was worried about. Cause like you hear for like maybe 5 to 10 seconds of like the song as
that
I'm
might be
coming out.
might be enough to bang him, dude.
Well, there's ways to get that out of there.
Yeah, I mean the guy who I got it off of, he said he can edit because I'm editing the clips like each track so that there's like each bit has its own track on iTunes, and
Okay. Well, yeah, like
so I would just cut out the song.
Well, there's actually ways to remove the song without removing all the audio.
Like a
One trick is you invert the sound wave
Mm-hmm.
so that it's completely opposite. You'd have to have the same recording of the music, but if you invert the sound wave and then you play the sound wave over the existing sound at the right
so
volume,
like if they went
they'll
from,
cancel each other out.
and also the right, like say for example, it was a song where you use the 10-second to the 20-second mark. As long as you play the original 10-second to 20-second mark, like, and then flip it like he's saying. Like,
Interesting.
dude at studio should be able to do something with that. It may be tricky though, because if they picked it up on the mics in the PA,
Well,
you know what I mean? Like,
here's the thing. There's this program. I'd love to fucking get it and play with it more, but it's expensive as shit. I had the demo for like 30 days. It's called Melodyne.
oh yeah.
And it's crazy. It takes audio and rips it apart and all of its different frequencies.
Mm-hmm.
And like you can go through like let's say you were recording this is what it's originally for, is like you're recording a guitar track and you get one note wrong, but the rest of the take is perfect. With this program, you open up the audio file, you go in there, you find the one note that's off, and you shift it back to where it's supposed to
Oh,
be.
well, Pro Tools been doing that shit for years.
Yeah, but this is like a whole different level.
Yeah.
Like you can, like, to give you an idea, you know the song, Dimmu Borgir song, Gateways?
Well, I know of them, but
Well, it's, you know, it's got orchestrals, it's got the metal,
Right.
It's got two singers. I almost successfully isolated the female backup singer
using that program.
using that program
No
by
shit.
deleting everything else.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Like I almost isolated her by herself just doing that. And like that was just messing around with it one night.
Her performance sucked that bad?
No. What I was trying to do is I was going to make a surround sound version of that song.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah. So that like the orchestrals were going to come from all around and her voice was going to come from all around.
And the band up
but
the
the
middle.
band was going to be in the front and the lead singer would be in the front.
Coming up the middle.
So that
Dude, you imagine doing your comedy album like that?
Yeah.
Like as you're walking around the stage, like left and right or whatever, like it kind of trail, you know, it goes left ear, right ear. So
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. Like it would feel like I'm walking around you. I'm telling
Yeah.
you jokes.
Dude,
from-
you could even get real close and get like this, and then make it sound like you're whispering
Yeah.
in the back. Oh, dude, that would creep. Oh my god!
Hey, did you like that joke, buddy?
Like here
Just
you go. It'd be
whispering in the
it'd be-
back of his,
It'd be something like this. All right, go ahead.
like right in his right ear. Hey, did you like that joke? Now do the next side. Now I'm over here.
Hopefully that translated at home. I'm pretty sure because it is a stereo mix. That'd be
Yeah, they're just gonna be seeing me say, going, "I'm here.
Well,
Now I'm here."
Speaking of home, Al got one from a buddy of ours, a buddy of mine actually back in country. Alex, did you read Spider-Man growing up? And what was your favorite arc? Like, what would you like to see in as a Spider-Man movie? Mine is Maximum Carnage, and that's from
Oh
Josh.
yeah, I would definitely love to see Maximum Carnage. Honestly, one of my favorites though, like I really hope they would do something with is Craven. I always loved him because he was like the hunter, and it was really cool like seeing how he has like those survivalistic instincts to taking on Spider-Man. I always like that because like he uses like a spear a lot of times. But I do like the Maximum Carnage. Because he's like, I consider him like the Joker of
Yeah.
Marvel, because there was a single issue they did way back where there was like these soldiers that went into Carnage's mind, and they saw like an area of his brain where with what he thinks, and they showed like he was killing all these like you see like all these different Spider-Man corpses all over the place. There's like one where his head's cut off. Like
Oh,
there's like,
shit.
yeah, there's like a point where like they see Spider-Man like, oh look, it's Spider-Man, and Carnage just cuts his head off because that's what he thinks about
Just killing Spider-Man at all times.
over and over, which kind of reminds me of like how Joker has like that mentality for Batman. But then there's like a lot of different things where they say about like how Joker actually loves Batman and he sees him as his like friend in a way, and that's why he does all that stuff. There's very confusingness, but I do think that that would be really cool. Now that they have Tom Hardy on as Venom, I could see where they would go with that. I've heard talk that they might get Andrew Garfield back.
Oh, okay. That was the last Spider-Man.
Not Tom. Tom Holland was the last one.
Okay.
And then Tom Hardy is the new one. No. Tom Holland is the new one. Tom Hardy is the new
Venom. From Bane to Mad Max to Venom.
I know. I can see it though. Like he plays a lot of savages. So
yeah.
Like when I heard he was gonna be Venom, I was on board. I'm a huge Tom Hardy fan.
Well, I was gonna say like him as Mad Max.
Yeah.
Didn't like him as Bane. Not.
Well,
Yeah.
the thing is, the thing about the Christopher Nolan movies, they change the entire origins.
Right.
Because for one thing, he wasn't a white guy. He was like, I think Mexican. He was like some kind of like Spanish.
He was a luchador wrestler.
Yeah.
For the most part.
And they didn't really even touch on his addiction to
Batman.
Venom. You are Batman.
You are Batman.
Yes.
It's not working right. The best way to do it is into a tin can.
Yeah. But that was the thing. They didn't even touch on the Venom.
But here's, you know what?
That was his whole thing. Was he had Venom in his
yeah. But the funny thing was, because everyone was saying like one of the things about that movie was, oh, it's hard to understand what he's saying. I actually understood Bane more than I understood fucking Batman.
What are you doing?
Batman always creeped me out because I was like,
where's the trigger? It's like it's what?
Where's Falcone? I don't use guns. I stick to the darkness. I was born. Did you think you were the only one who could come out of darkness?
That's it. That's pretty much it.
Dude, there was that one scene in Dark Knight, The Dark Knight, where he didn't even have the costume on, and but the people were blindfolded, so he talked in that way. He's like, who did this to you? I was like, oh, God, what is he going to do to these people? Because, like, can I curse on this show, by the way? I'm like, yeah, this dude sounds like a fucking rapist. Like, even if it was consensual, oh, yeah, get it down to him. I'm like, dude, this guy sounds like a fucking rapist.
Take that off slowly.
That's right, work the shaft. Work the shaft. Oh, my God, you got the trigger.
There's nothing polite or loving with anything.
That's why Heath Ledger was so sexy in Dark Knight, because Batman was he was so creepy with that voice. It just sounded weird.
Dude, the role's so good it killed him.
I love. Oh, too soon. No, I'm just kidding. I like that. I always like that. I love that Joker.
Dude, how is anyone going to top that? It's like like him and Jack Nicholson.
Yeah.
Like
Jared Leto was okay, I think. It wasn't great.
Well,
it didn't feel like Joker though.
Well, and the other thing real fast I'll say is like just from seeing parts of Suicide Squad, but from a lot that I read on it, like they cut a lot of him out of the film.
Yeah, like because people got bitchy before they even saw anything.
Yeah.
They had no idea whether he was going to be a good Joker or not. And then he doesn't look like the Joker. It's like, dude, fucking give it a chance.
Like when he had
Jared Leto is a damn good actor. Like the guy,
he was good in Dallas Buyers Club.
I was about to, probably lifetime performance.
Yeah, pretty much.
but more or less like exactly like that and Babyface and fucking Fight Club.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean. The Requiem for a Dream, like whatever this dude does, he murders, dude. Like,
yeah, I just didn't like the face tattoos. That was the only thing. Because I'm like, yeah, this looks like Marilyn Manson right here. This doesn't look like Joker.
The Hot Topic Joker.
Yeah.
I still contend that all Jokers in all Batman movies there should be redubbed with Mark Hamill's Joker.
Yeah, I do like Mark Hamill's Joker.
Well,
that is the voice of the Joker.
Did you ever see when he was reading Trump's tweets?
Oh my god!
The Joker voice.
Fucking so good.
Oh my god,
so good.
I love that.
It makes it that much scarier too.
It
Like it's
really
like, oh my god, the Joker's running our fucking country. But
there was actually a really good YouTube video, I think, of they pasted his face into like scenes of Game of Thrones, but they had it where he was talking.
Oh, what, Trump?
Yeah,
I saw
like
that.
parts
that
of like his speeches
hilarious.
and stuff, and it fit in so perfectly when you would see like how he would like answer.
Think you could find that real quick? I guess Google Trump Game of Thrones.
Yeah, that would probably be. Because it was, and people were like, yo, this is scary, like how well he fits into Game of Thrones.
Well, the funny one that I saw this morning is over the whole
there it is,
whole swords and orbs thing or whatever it was. where someone was like, "Yeah, look, I just photoshopped Saruman into this picture with them touching an orb, and it doesn't look weird." Like,
yeah,
it
I saw that too.
It just looks totally normal. Like,
One of my favorites is a buddy sent me was it was like scenes from gay porn, but like they spliced in a piece of pizza over the penis.
oh yeah, I
So-
saw that it was a safe for work porn.
Yeah.
where they like drew like a guy's like banging a chick, but it's him playing a ping pong or a pinball game, and like just like trying to get the tilt.
Yeah.
And then like her off to the side watching, but of course like her face is like you know.
Yeah.
Like,
They did
dude,
another
this-
one where they edit like cartoons over like the sex stuff happening, so
Right.
it looks like normal, and it looks so
that's
funny.
that's what it was from. Yeah, like
Yeah.
one guy is sitting there and he's like dialing a phone, but he's fingering a chick.
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah.
mean? Or a rotary phone.
Yeah,
You know?
I love those.
Alrighty.
Actually, one of my favorites is when they cut the gay porn scenes and they put like normal memes. Like they show like a dude like holding up another.
Oh,
dude,
yeah,
and,
yeah,
It
yeah.
says like when your bro steps on a Lego, and you're there to catch him.
Oh yeah, what was another one I saw? It was like a twink getting like 3 dudes around him or something like that, and it's like, oh, check it out, these metalheads are helping a younger bro out in the pit. you
Yeah.
know?
There was another. I love those, man. Those are the funniest memes. It's like take something that like, oh my god, and just make it normal. They had one where the dude's like taking it up the ass, and he's like right up on the bed, like grabbing the sheets, and it says, "When your sheets come out of the dryer fresh."
Dude, that's awesome.
I love that one.
Oh shit! All right, we got this on screen. On screen number 1.
Trump is coming with winter.
Number 1.
OBS. So they're just gonna look at us.
I think this is a fantastic season. I think it's a great season. We're making
trying to find the
deals.
window.
The throne is taken.
All right. So here
I want 10,000 slaves. Only the best slaves.
We're going to rebuild the wall to keep the wildlings out. Because this wall, the wildlings are coming in.
I told him, for the watch, John. For the watch.
It's for the watch, John.
All right, let's check this out here.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's like I went to school for this shit.
My
Yeah, you'd think.
friend, we have traveled very far.
Oh, have you?
We have no food, no water. Once I see my people fed, I would be honored.
No. We have a serious problem with radical Islam. We have a tremendous problem. And we can't be the stupid country anymore.
Where I come from, guests are treated with respect, not insulted at the gates.
Oh,
Given
shit.
the circumstances, my lord, I believe extreme measures are warranted.
The people that are with me 100% are the people.
What? The Pope. The Pope was in Mexico. Do you know that? Is that very well known, right? He said negative things about it.
He fits in like so
The Pope is
perfectly.
being told that Donald Trump is not a nice person. Donald Trump is a very nice person.
If you do not let us in,
Does the
all
Pope
of us
really say
will
that?
die.
I said temporarily. I didn't say permanently. I said temporarily. We have no border. We have no control. People are flooding across. We need to build a wall. And it has to be built quickly.
The greatest builder is me. And I would build the greatest wall you have ever
Dude,
seen.
who did this? This is amazing.
Wall, we're going to have a beautiful, big, fat door where people can come into the country, but they have to come in legally.
This shit's amazing.
I don't think they like me very much. This country needs somebody that's a deal maker.
I'm giving you Commander Greygut.
No deals. No deals. We don't make deals. Not with anybody. We don't make deals.
You mistake me, my lord. That was a command.
No. Excuse me. Just so you understand. We need people that know what they're doing. We don't need babies.
Refusing to obey my order.
Yeah. By the way, I think you could say that, yeah.
Bring me my sword.
They laugh at us. Our enemies laugh at us. But they say waterboarding and they chop off heads. They think we are so stupid. You have no idea.
Much liked my head. I don't want to see it removed just yet.
I would bring back waterboarding. And I'd bring back a hell of a lot worse than waterboarding.
Oh, that was a crazy episode. I remember that.
Yeah.
So does this actually tie into an actual Game of Thrones plot?
No.
Yeah.
Like
I was gonna say,
I've
that'd be
seen
a damn
stuff from
shame.
like back and forth different seasons.
Yeah, they just want to pick like, especially Joffrey.
Yeah.
They got him as the boy king.
Oh man.
Holy
But
shit!
I was like, that is like really crazy, like how well he fit into that stuff.
Yeah.
I just said temporarily. I didn't say permanent. I said temporarily.
Oh wow, a post I made's getting some heat.
Nice.
Nice.
Did anybody else have any questions?
About?
Oh no, I just you said somebody like messaged a question.
Oh no. The one so far. I'm actually surprised we got one this early.
That's cool though.
That's our buddy Josh who we grew up with.
Yep.
Oh, nice.
Checked out the show. I think his son got a hold of the phone because he hasn't responded yet.
Ah, okay.
So it's normally how he watches, either Xbox or over the phone.
Oh, nice. You can watch this. Oh yeah, with YouTube. That's right.
Yep.
That's like we were talking before the show, like with podcasting, dude. Like it's crazy. Like, cause I was doing this probably safe to say like 10 years ago now, at this point, and like our show was. It was a show like this one, but it focused more on like independent artists, like local bands and so forth.
Nice.
And that was really only like 10% of the programming. The majority of the programming was entirely local artists and bands.
Oh, nice.
But it was just so fucking archaic on just getting everything set up and getting online and live, setting up the podcast downloads for iTunes and all that shit later. And then now, like, here we are in my buddy's house. We're just two assholes with microphones.
Yeah.
We have a fucking webcam. You know, it's like a $150 board from Amazon.
Really?
You know what I mean? And
that was only $150.
$170, $150. Yeah.
Still, that is really good for like.
Yeah, like, and what were we saying the last time, dude? Like, I maybe put out like $250 of my out of pocket for the first round of mics and cables and the board and everything like that.
Yeah, I think that's about right.
It was about like $250 or something like that. The same type of setup was like $600 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Like straight six.
That's what I like about technology. It like as it gets better, it also like a lot of times it'll get cheaper.
But yeah, I mean that's the
I hope that makes sense.
no, it definitely does. Like, and it just makes me like, you kind of be like, fuck, why couldn't this shit be around back then? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you know,
like why didn't I just wait and buy it when it was cheaper?
why didn't I just wait 10 years before I started podcasting? You know, like,
could have just worked on other stuff.
yeah, like actual job and a career. But the bigger thing too is it just here with YouTube alone, like it like I said, it does everything. It's got the chat room there. It's set up a landing page for the event for this video that we're shooting right now.
Yeah.
It saves it later.
I'm trying to let people know too about this. This is fun.
Oh, yeah, you sound thrilled. He's like, yeah, this is great. Half hour. Fuck.
No, I was seeing if anybody messaged me back.
But I do want to get into a little bit like with your comic, because you call yourself stand-up comic.
Yes.
It's safe to say. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So like, well, you're in your late 20s.
Yeah, 28.
28.
Yeah, I look like young though at times.
Dude,
people think I look like I'm like 13 sometimes.
Dude, I love the fact I still get carded for cigarettes.
Oh really?
It's amazing. I love it. I'm oh, you need my what? Oh, sure. Yeah.
It's hard for me because like I have so much trouble growing facial hair. Like,
I do like here, but everywhere else it's fucked.
yeah, my neck it mainly grows on my neck, and then like right up here, I'm surprised how well it's been growing in because
He's just looking. He's looking at us like you fucking bitches.
You little wankers. You and your weak ass little beards. Look at you. You got a little shadow on your chin there, laddie.
So what? So how long have you been doing stand up? Like you
on and off for about 5 years, I believe. I've kind of lost track of time, but I believe it's been like close to, well, it might be longer than that. Because I started off a while back. I did this like I went to this local show because like a friend of mine hit me up. He's like, dude, there's a comedy show. You should go to it. It's local because for one thing, this is what you wanted to do. So we went there. And you know, it's really fun like seeing the comedians like go up and stuff. So I started like I had like a little notebook, and there was another comedian that right after the show, Like he was a really nice guy. His name's Anthony Aquaviva. I'm still friends with him. And you know, we were like he came up to us to talk, and you know, he made a joke, and then I made a joke back. I forget what it was, and he was like, "Are you a comic?"
Oh shit!
Because he saw like I had like the little notebook.
Okay.
And he saw like that I was trying to have like some time. I'm like, no, but I'm trying to, and you know, we talked for like a good amount of time, and he actually linked me up with other people to do like
Showed you the path.
Yeah,
in a way.
He showed me like a lot of like people that were local. You know, got like small shows
Now,
to get started.
When you're saying local to like what, Monco, Philly,
Norristown.
Norristown?
Like it was close to Norristown, like places close to Norristown, like Phoenixville,
Okay.
and like Cunchy, maybe a little bit further. Like even there was an open mic he took me to in Allentown.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and
well, that could lead to a real quick question here is when you were when you started 5 years ago, or when you really, because obviously comedy's probably been something you wanted to do as a kid.
Yeah,
because you always been a clown. I'm a bit of the same way, you know.
Yeah. I just always liked making people laugh, and
then when you found out, oh shit, there's a job for it, you know.
Yeah.
Now, when you were checking these spots out, what's up?
Just
Oh,
cleaning
taking
the
that.
house a little.
Oh. Now, when you were checking these spots, when you were going, was there a lot of comedy nights even happening out here in Montgomery County?
Not really, no.
That-
Like most of the open mics, they're done mostly in Philly.
Okay.
And that was the thing, was just getting down to Philly. Like I
Right.
would try to take the train, but the thing that sucked was when you take the train down there, they stop running after a certain amount of time.
Yep.
And there's no guarantee, like, because some mics, it might take long to get up. Like there's one that I did, and it was good. Like it was still a good crowd and stuff. But I had to wait, and I got on at like 1 a.m.
Oh shit.
And yeah, like that's why I'm glad I drive now, because back then, like when I started doing comedy, I still wasn't driving. So like getting down there, I had to like convince people to give me rides and stuff. Because if I took the train, I was like, "There's no guarantee." Like,
if you're getting your call at 1 a.m. and that last bitch is at 1:15,
yeah,
you're all the way on like 20 at the 2200 of freaking Locust,
or I have to like get a cab and stuff. Like it really was like it took like financially too. It was bad because like I didn't really have a good job until like a good paying job until I got into the PLCB, and then after that, that's when I was like, okay, now I'm starting to like get more independent with stuff.
So you're starting out 5 years ago in this area. There's not much in comedy nights or open mics. I mean, there's probably comedy nights, but they're like specially booked shows for the most part. You know what I mean? Like someone's
like somebody else
setting
is
it up
running
already.
and setting it up. Yeah.
Yeah. And there's not even really comedy clubs here.
No, there
per
really
se.
isn't. No.
You know, like they'll do a comedy show over at the Valley Forge, but again, that's because it's a banquet room type of deal. Like,
and they usually have like somebody who's been on TV. And
Dave
stuff.
fucking Attell. You know what I mean? Florentine.
Carlos Mencia's up at there.
Oh, Carlos Mencia.
Yeah.
Stelia.
I'm really surprised that, like, because this is like the second time I've seen his face on the billboard. I'm like, wait, he's performing again there? Like,
I'm still trying to figure out how that guy still has a career.
Well,
he's an admitted thief.
But you know what though? Like he owned it, and the shit with Rogan went down, and then the shit with Rogan went down, and Ari Shaffir, and then he owned it, and then like ever since then, like people have been, like especially the comics, they've actually been giving him credit. They're like, you know what? He owned it.
Yeah.
He fucking owned it, admitted to it.
Did you hear about that thing with Amy Schumer?
No.
Oh, where apparently she was like lifting or something like that. Like
from they said Dave Chappelle.
Which the thing, and they also said Patrice O'Neal, but the thing is like the one joke, especially from O'Neal, at least as far as the guys on Opie Radio had explained it, they're like it was a street joke, like it was a donkey punch joke.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like everybody uses that. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like it was just
Yeah, it's kind of like how for a long time there was the ever present comedy bit about my wife, or you know.
Oh yeah. Take my wife, please, or something.
That kind of stuff.
It sucks though, because sometimes I don't feel like I'm a real comedian. Because I've seen like I go to the open mics and I see these guys. They do it like every night. Like I run into a lot of the same guys, And it's like, shit, I gotta start coming out here more if I'm actually gonna try and keep
Yeah.
up with these guys. Cause
Well, that's the same like with for what we do with podcasting. It's the same like with music too. Like as I say, it's 10,000 hours. You know what I mean? Like you got to almost put like. So, I know you don't want to hear that. It's like I got to do 10,000 hours with this asshole in my room.
Shit, that's fucking.
It's a long time.
That's like 2,500 episodes.
Yeah, about that. Yeah, it's about that. But it's shit. We say 2 hours, but we end up usually going like 2.5. So.
And there was like
kinda
a group
compounds.
of guys that I worked with. Like we would do. We were called the Academic Probation Tour.
Now, is that still going?
Nah, we ended it. After,
No shit.
After a year, yeah. Cause like, we were doing these like. When you start doing stand up, they have like certain like you know about like shows like bringer shows.
You got to bring X amount through the door or something.
Exactly. Like you
Bands
to
have that we call them quotas, where
Yeah.
they'll be like, all right, we start paying you after 15 people pay at the cover and say your name.
Yeah.
And then you get paid for the 16th person. It's like,
And that's the thing. Like we had bringer. Like that's what we were doing was like a lot of bringer shows. And I mean, we had like we did good. We had a couple of good shows. Like we did the Trocadero main stage a few times actually.
which is pretty fucking nuts, dude. Like
Yeah.
that's
I headlined one of those shows. That was fun.
But that's insane. Like because the Troc through the one promotion company, Praying Mantis, does the local bands there.
Yeah.
And you got to do like sell the tickets ahead of time and so forth and so on. And
Yep.
some of the bands that get together to do this, like they don't really do too well. You know what I mean? Like, so you're looking at the Trocadero Theater with like 400 people in it. You know what I mean? And it sucks. It really sucks.
Actually, like we had like 200 or 300 on one show, and we were just happy for that.
But the thing being, a comedy show, you know what I mean, at the Trocadero, you know what I'm saying, like
Yeah.
like and because you think about it, like you're only you. You're the one dude. Bob is only Bob.
Yeah.
Was Kaplan or something like
Yeah,
that?
Bob Kaplan.
Yeah, like you're the two guys I know from that tour. Like, plus the other ones that, when a band it's like 4 or 5 dudes. Like that's 4 or 5 people to go out there and push. Like so
Yeah.
they can do something times 5 or times 4 or times 5 over one guy.
Yeah.
And again, for how saturated comedy is, that you were still able to do that. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like bands at least can sit there and have some
We
separation of like, hey, this is a metal show, so here we can niche to the metal crowd.
Yeah.
This is a rock show, so we niche to and market to the rock crowd. How do you do like I'm a new young comic? Okay,
yeah.
what are you like Richard Pryor or Bill Cosby? You know what I mean? Like that's the thing. Like, how do you sell that?
Yeah.
Unless they've seen it already.
And that's the thing, like a lot of
know.
us were bringing like friends and family to like these
Right.
things, and like a lot of it was also like, oh, this guy's my friend, I'll bring him along. He's down for a comedy show, or people were bringing their friends too, and that was how we did. But then like after a while, we were doing like we had like 2 or 3 really good shows where we had like close to a couple hundred people because we networked and like talked
Yep.
with others. But then like the next show came, and it's like, oh, we're doing the Troc again. We only had like 50 people that showed up.
Yeah.
Because it's like, and we didn't hit quota, and that was a problem. But it was like, we only could bring a certain amount of people. Like because they were like, oh, after a while, you can't keep bringing the same friends and family to hear the same jokes.
Yep.
Even if it's new jokes, you can't keep expecting them to.
Are you gonna burn material every single month or every month and a half for this Troc show? You know what I mean? Like
exactly.
Especially like burning material when you could be out there working on an album or something. Like I'm actually out trying to just work something right now and not so much.
And that's why like open mics are a very key component to comedy. Like you have to get out there, even if it's just so you can like work on your stage presence, or even just working on jokes that you do, like
Right.
just new jokes or anything. That's why like all the like I always just try to listen to new podcasts with comedians now, because they always give advice, and a lot like. Almost all of them, they always say like how important the open mic scene is, and I try to go down when I can. But
Do we have a decent one in Philly or no?
oh, there's tons of decent ones.
Okay.
Yeah,
Because I know with like the Laugh House closing,
there's still Helium. And,
and I there's Helium, and then I know they added the Punchline.
Yeah.
So the national recognition is getting there, but but to me, like when
Actually, one that's really good is Ravens Lounge. That's a
okay.
great one too. Yeah.
Because to me, I want to try and find, obviously, hopefully, going to be moving down there soon.
Yeah.
Finally. But just also like, what's the Phillies Comedy Cellar? What's their store? What's their, you know what I mean? Like, what's like the John,
'Cause I know, like,
what's
New
their
York
McDougal
has-
Street? You know what I mean? Like where anybody and everybody goes there to work their shit out on a Wednesday night or some bullshit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's what I would love to figure out, because I know there's a lot of like improv.
Yeah.
Philly has an insane amount of like improv comedy and improv
Yeah.
comedy troops. But as far as like, in fact, my soon to be future roommate, she does a lot of work with improv at the Great Room in Manayunk.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I've heard about the Great Room.
Fit Comedy, I think it's called, is the name of her group. Her name's Kylie Leggett.
Okay.
She worked with there was a couple groups, but again, it's mostly the improv comedy comedy troupe. Call It Out, and the Yes End, a lot of Yes End, all that stuff. And I asked her, I was like, well, what about stand-ups? Like, well, when we do the one comedy night, we do have like an open mic period.
Yeah.
But it's like, even then, she just slots it to be like, all right, I just call 3 stand-ups in for like 15, give them 15, which is pretty fucking generous already. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
15 minutes is very generous. Like,
Yeah.
I was happy if I could get 5 minutes, because sometimes they have like 3 minutes, and I'm like, all right, where are the 3?
How do you do anything in 3? Like,
It's pacing, and it just sucks because like I'm thinking like, all right, well, I have jokes I have to work on, but then I'm like, oh shit, I don't want to start off with this. I want to gauge the crowd with like a joke I know will do good.
Right.
But yeah, I'm always glad when I can get at least 5 minutes.
So so a lot of then,
But I'm just thankful if I can just get on stage
to begin with.
Yeah.
Anyway, so a lot of it then, it would sound like, from what I'm gathering, is if you want to do comedy out here in Monco, you would almost have to set up the bringer shows and kind of take on a night for yourself, or get linked in with someone like how remember Miss Kirkpatrick, how she was doing the shit in Phoenixville.
Yeah,
with
yeah.
I would say that's a booker. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
It's one thing if you can I wouldn't even say do bringer shows. I would say it's more important to set up open mics in like local places. Like, I wouldn't say, hey, I need to sell tickets here. What if it would be more like, can we set up an open mic here? Because if you can like get a good crowd to come and make this a regular thing that happens over and over, it's good to set up an open mic where other comedians can come in, Like doing a bringer show, it doesn't necessarily, because I've gone to
I'm thinking like step 4 or 5 at this point. So what it sounds like from Monco is they just need open mics just to even broach the idea of comedy.
Yeah.
Because again, like a lot of the comedy stuff that I'll see out here in Monco, it is a lot of the pre-sale. Like, okay, this was a bar that normally doesn't do comedy, but this one night they're gonna do something.
Yeah.
But it's not a frequent enough thing. You can't call it a Ravens Lounge. You can't call it what Grape does once a month at least. You know what I mean? Like, or twice a month or what have you. It's just, fuck it, let's just do a show, $25 and you get some free drinks. You know what I mean? Like, it's one of them. It's one of them kind of like, you see them around Valentine's Day a lot.
Yeah.
So I guess for Monco is, we would have to go to like the Bridgeport Rib House or somewhere like that and be like, all right, dudes, give us Monday night, open mic comedy.
Yeah.
And then just fucking just go.
Something like that, yeah. It would be more about just finding a place that you can do, like, even if you just can, because there's a lot of like bars that I've gone to down in Philly where they have like a separate area, like it's upstairs or downstairs, and you have to go there away from the bar. And that was where they would do a lot of the open mic scenes. Like, even if it's just a room they don't use, or they use for like something, and just be like, hey, can we set up an open mic here, maybe twice a month?
And that's a real good test, because if you're pulling people's attention to that room, you know what I mean? Like, it's not just, I'm stuck having to listen to this because I'm in the bar and he happens to be here.
Yeah, because that's
I've gotten
the worst.
Plenty of those looks playing music. Holy shit.
I've done shows with that. Like, I've done stand-up at shows where people are at the bar. They don't care about your comedy. They don't care about, how clever you are. They just want to sit there, and they try to ignore you. They won't give you any attention.
I'm just here to get drunk. Leave me alone.
Yeah, pretty much.
Sir, I think you're already drunk. No, I'm fine. I drove here myself.
And sometimes you'll even get like the drunk guys that are like talking loud with each other, and you have to like try and tune it out. That's the worst.
Or just snap and go after him.
Yeah, you could do that. You can make fun of them, but it always sucks. Like if the audience member is more clever than you.
Oh shit! Yeah, the heckler's better. Yeah.
Ah man, there was my
Have you-
god.
I was gonna ask, have you had a heckler situation?
There was an open mic I was doing up in Philly called Connie's Rick Rack.
Oh god, that place.
Yeah, it was mostly like local bands, and I would be like one of 2 comedians that would perform there. But it was good because I got 10 minutes, so I was pretty happy about that. But it sucked because I would have to wait until like 2 in the morning, and then like everybody's gone. But like there was one night I did it, and there was like this drunk guy. I was like, huh. He's like, oh, I'm just trying to help you. I'm just trying. And like, really, you just want to be like, shut the fuck up. And I'm trying to think of something clever, but I froze. And then like 5 minutes, like a while later, I'm like, fuck, I have like some pretty decent retorts I could have used. Like he had like a Street Fighter shirt on. I want to be like, oh, well, you're the street drinker. Because I literally saw the guy sitting on a park bench, like a few feet from the bar, and he's like drinking a Blue Moon. And then he was
wearing a Street Fighter shirt.
Yeah.
Drinking a Blue Moon, the street drinker.
Or street sleeper.
Oh my god. Give him a fucking Hadouken.
Yeah, man. I was so, but I that was like, because I have shows like that where it's like it's silence or somebody thinks they're funnier than you.
Oh god.
It sucks. It's not a good feeling, but you have to keep trying at least and learn from it.
I've seen this in recent years too. I don't know, Vern, if you've been to comedy shows recently, but like, why is it that people think they can just call out to the fucking comedian on stage now? Why has it become so like the audience is so comfortable doing that?
I don't know.
Like,
I think a lot of them think that they're helping us because they think, oh well, he'll be able to retort back and it'll be even funnier, or you know, like I guess they want to be included,
be a part of the show.
Yeah.
I guess that whole like, because like when I go to a show, be it a comedy, anything, I'm like, I'm there for that. I'm shutting the fuck up. I'm not like I saw Government Mule, Warren Haynes' band, Friday night, and he did Hallelujah from Leonard Cohen. I guess is like a tribute to part of the tribute to Chris Cornell. Which holy shit, talk about weekend news. But the thing is that like it's a quiet song. It's almost a churchy fucking song. It's real quiet. It's chill. There's little breaks and pauses where he like hums instead of sings. And dude, as soon as it gets quiet, woo, yeah, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, that I
shut
remember.
the fuck up. Like, wait till the song's over. Like
Patton Oswalt actually had something like that where he was talking about how he had sex with a woman, and I remember he had to go get the Plan B Parenthood, the Plan B pill.
Yeah.
And while he's there, he said he was talking about like a real moment he had with her, and he was like saying, "Hey, I know that we have to do this, but you know, I could see myself having a kid with you." And somebody in the background was like, "Whoa!" And he goes off on the guy for like 10 minutes just talking about how, oh god, I'm a big douche, you know. And it's really interesting like how he did it. But
is everyone trying to recreate Bill Burr in Philly in 06?
Probably.
You think that's what it could be?
I don't. Patton Oswalt, I wouldn't see as somebody would try to recreate anything.
Well,
like
no,
that.
Like not the comedian, but like the people in the crowd. Like they're trying to like, because you remember the famous Philly rant, that Bird did. I wish we could play it, but the audio it just isn't all that great.
It isn't,
but it's fucking hilarious.
Is it?
Like he just destroys Philly. He's like, one of the things he says was like, Philly, you're just a racist, backwards ass town. You have a statue to a fictional boxer, but the real heavyweight champ was black, and you got a problem with that. Fuck your city, fuck your town, fuck your cheesesteaks. 12 minutes left. He literally sat there and counted down. Look it up. Bill Burr destroys Philly.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, on a YouTube.
Because I've heard about it, but I never.
It was from the Opie. It was the Opie and Anthony Virus tour, and like the crowd was just insane because like they booed Dom Herrera off the stage. Dom Herrera is like a South Philly legend who's been national. You know what I mean? Like, and they booed him off the stage. Oh wow! So Burr just came out and said, "I had enough of you fucking people," and he just destroyed them. But it's almost like ever since then, there's like people in the audience that are trying to recreate that moment. And it got to the point where Opie and Anthony straight up just ended the Virus tours because every city after that, that's all the audience did. was they fucked with the comedians
Oh,
to get
like
him
try to get him to do the
to do
the
another.
bit.
Yeah, and it wasn't even a bit. It was just Bill.
I'm just letting somebody know about the show.
Oh, yeah,
real
no,
quick. He
it-
just asked about it.
Yeah, but I mean, it wasn't even so much a bit as it was just like him just going off on the moment of like, you fucking drunk cheesesteak eating fucking animals. Like, dude, anything and everything. He's like, you haven't won a championship. This is obviously before the Phillies. You haven't won a championship in 40 years. Your town ain't shit. Your sports teams ain't shit.
Yeah.
You ain't nothing.
Didn't
You're
he
all
call them like? Didn't he basically call them like rednecks or hillbillies living in a city or something?
something
like
like
too?
that. Yeah, yeah. He was like, it was like northern rednecks or something. Yankee rednecks, like backwards ass people, like you're
I don't
fat,
know.
disgusting. Blah, blah. Dude, I'm getting vicious now in Philly. Look at this,
Yeah.
man.
That's fine. I'm more vicious about Norristown. That's the one I always make fun of.
That one is.
Well, Norristown's only more pathetic because they like tried to think of themselves as Little Philly. Oh man, this is Little Philly. It's like, no, dude, this is fucking Norristown. You live in Montgomery County.
I mean, maybe crime rate percentage wise.
Actually, I think Norristown could. If you think per capita, I'm thinking Norristown could be worse.
I think Norristown is worse than Philly
Is it
per
really?
capita now. Yeah, or at
Yeah.
least it was. I know it was like in. I think at one point it was in the top 10 most violent cities in America.
Well, dude, wasn't it the one year when Chris and Ryan had that across from Sunny, that apartment on Main Street, 3rd floor? It would just get retardedly fucking hot up there in the summertime and all that shit.
Yeah,
But
what about
it was the old Main Street apartment. But what it was, there was one January, I think it was 2001, right? And in like January, like every night there was a shooting in Norristown. Like
Oh, wow.
30 nights there was either a gun incident or someone getting hit.
During a heat wave.
In January.
Oh wow.
It was like freezing out.
Oh yeah. That's
You know what I mean? Like it was all these people, and it was
People
all
were cold and angry. Fuck you, motherfucker.
Wind me up with the barrel of your gun.
yeah, dude. They're shooting homeless people. cutting-
Happiness is a
a-
one gun. That's better.
Dude, they're blasting homeless people and cutting them open like tar tons.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm gonna use your stomach to. Let me just hollow you out real quick.
Oh shit! But
I thought you smelled bad on the outside.
Did you ever see the South Park episode when they talk about their homeless problem?
no.
It was such a good episode. They did like a Night of the Living Dead homage to it, and it was so funny. Like, there's one doctor who's like, "Yeah, I've been dissecting the homeless, like taking them apart." He's like, "They slowly revive. They slowly survive off of change." That's what it was. Because like he would give it. He was like,
Got change.
yeah, he would put change in the cup, and then he'd be like, "You got some change," and he was like, "You see," he immediately forgets that I've given him change. And there was like one part where what was it?
Wasn't there like a bit where like if you give one change, more of them would start showing
Yeah.
up?
Because like
"Oh,
Kyle felt
change."
so bad for him, so he gave him like $20, and the guy's like, "You got some more change?" He's like, "No, that's all I have." And then he just goes and moves on. Change? Any more change? And there was like one point where, because of the homeless, I think it was no, Gerald Broflovsky. That's right. He was giving out change. He was like, "All right, God bless. Oh, now I feel bad. Here's some change." He's like, "Oh, I don't have any more change." So he's like, "Can somebody just spare like $10 to change? Do you have change?" And they were like, "He's turned." But my favorite part was they have a meeting about how to deal with the homeless, and I remember Randy is like, "I suggest that we use them as tires on our cars."
What a fucked up solution.
Just turn them into glue.
Yeah, pretty much. They were trying to find like alternative uses for the homeless.
I still think the best episode was everyone turning gay. So the future aliens when they come back and that's the beginning of Take Gerb.
And I like when they have like that song, "You gotta work hard for tomorrow. You gotta help and plant a tree."
Wait.
This is gay.
This is gay. Everyone back in the pile.
Yeah. This is even gayer than a big pile of gay sex.
All right, back in the pile.
Back in the pile. Tucker Jim.
And you see all these fat trucker dudes running, just throwing, just peeling their clothes off.
And I remember like they had that one scene where they're doing a report about it, and like Randy comes up and he's like, wiping his mouth.
Yeah, we're sucking and fucking for a better future.
Yeah.
Oh my
that was such a good episode.
Oh shit. So, real fast, man. What's your because we're gonna take a break here, real fast. I've said fast twice, 3 times now. We're gonna take a break because it's 4 o'clock.
Fast.
Well, not fast because we usually take 15-minute breaks. Where can
I'm
they,
pretty fast.
Fast-ish.
Where can they hook up with you, man? On Facebook, social media, all that stuff.
I have my Facebook. Well, I have 2 profiles because I have my regular profile, which is Alex Magakis, and then I also have a comedy page that also is Alex Magakis.
But that one's that's Facebook.com manchild living.
Yeah, that's my.
That's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, my that's what's when I finally get the album out, it's gonna be called Manchild.
Manchild, nice.
Yeah. That because that was around the time when I was telling my jokes about being because I was 26 when I lost my virginity, and for a while, like as I was doing stand up, all the jokes were about me being a virgin.
Okay.
And people were like, "Are you really a virgin?" I'm like, "Yeah, this is real."
So okay, well, because the first time we met and I saw you, you were it was obviously before you were 26.
Yeah.
All right. We'll have to ask about it when we get back from break.
Cool.
Because if it was a good experience, traumatic experience, all that stuff.
I got some experiences.
Okay. Yeah. Because I mean that's at 26. I mean it's not a knock or whatever, but it's like you're definitely gonna be making up for lost time right now, bro.
Yeah, pretty much.
You know what I mean? Like
it was right around when Tinder became popular. So.
Oh, that's fucking perfect.
Yeah.
Holy shit, got in good.
But it took like a year for me using Tinder to actually get to.
I don't have any experience with it, but I can only imagine that it's very similar to all the other dating.
Yeah.
And as the thing I don't understand about these dating websites too, because like you could sit there and in your search, like, where anybody can do this. In the search, you'd be like, oh, I want him between this height and this age, this skin color, this ethnicity.
I want a scar above her right eye.
You know what I mean?
Do you have any cesarean scars? I have a thing for that.
Gunshot wounds.
Yeah.
An eye patch, but only on the left eye.
Only left eye.
Sorry, those are cigarette burns. I don't take those.
But the thing is, it's crazy because like you wonder why relationships and all that and the dating and stuff is like complex and getting crazy because like everyone has this false sense of like, oh, I'm just gonna step on down to Build a Bitch Workshop and make me a girlfriend. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
it don't work that way.
Well, that was the thing.
Like you can't. It ain't no Build a Bitch Workshop for fucking girlfriends, dude.
No
like,
build a
yeah,
bitch.
she's got a great personality. I love her ass, but god damn, does her breath stink. All right, what are you gonna trade her in?
No.
Like, what are you going for? What? You know what I mean? Like,
You just gotta teach her what Listerine is and stuff
yeah, or just don't
with negative reinforcement.
just don't kiss with an open mouth.
Yeah.
I mean, just lip kiss.
Yeah.
That's all. That's all we do. No tongue. So what do you got for us, bro?
Just don't make my penis smell
Well,
bad.
I could throw on Messina or I could throw on Warhead, but Messina is ready.
Let's do Messina.
So
Fuck it.
just throw on Messina again.
Yeah. So obviously Messina because it's the only music we're allowed to play.
Again, if anybody out there with a band wants to, you throw us a song to play, and we throw out your name when we play it.
To our 5 listeners
Yes.
and 37 post views, post show views.
I don't know. My friend told me I didn't post it, but I swear to God, I put.
Oh, it's like I said. I mean, it would be nice to have like a chat room like just going crazy with a live show.
Yeah.
But like I said, the beauty of this YouTube thing is that anyone can watch it later.
Yeah.
Yep.
And comment on it later, which actually I will get to because we actually got a comment on a video.
Yeah. We'll have to get to that.
And it's actually from somebody that's like not holy shit, but as far as like
You mean on this episode?
no on I'll go over at the break.
Okay.
We call them randos. Like if you have someone that like likes your shit and follows you and blah blah blah, but you don't even know who they are.
Yeah.
Like and
it's called a fan base. I'm not familiar with that.
Yeah, we aren't either. So I mean I call them randos because like we got people we know personally that watch this garbage. But then like it's I'm appreciative of it, and so is Vern. But it's like definitely with getting those total strangers that we have no fucking clue who they are, but they know everything about us.
Oh yeah.
Which is it's creepy, but it's cool because it's like wow, they actually put some energy into knowing about our shit.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Like they like our product, you know. So
Yeah.
all that fun brainy shit. All right, let's play some music. I'm babbling too much. All right, we're gonna take a smoke and play Messina and stuff like that. And we'll be back with Alex Magakis, Facebook.com, Manchild Living. We ran out of music.
Fuck, it's dead.
Dead air.
Hang on one second. I just want to shit.
Oh well.
The sounds of silence.
How many songs were loaded up?
I thought there was plenty.
Nope. Looks like only 2.
There's 3 more down here. That's 5 songs.
Oh, you know why? Because you
short.
highlighted.
Did I?
You didn't play from beginning. You played from highlighted selection.
I didn't highlight anything, though.
I see it. See that?
Oh. Well, that's gay.
Ah.
Sorry about that, folks.
Oh well. No one wants to hear my music.
Audacity was all... No, we'll play the one song. That's it.
I like it.
That's my computer for you, folks.
Oh yeah. Also check that Google Hangout real fast. Make sure. Hopefully, you didn't miss anybody. Yeah. If you want to call into us.
What's it called? Google Hangout?
Yeah, Google Hangout. So if you have a Gmail account, you can easily just bloop, you're in.
I wonder if they have an app for that. That's pretty sick.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, I think just through your regular YouTube app, you can or your Google Gmail or something along those lines.
Google Hangouts app.
So yeah, sorry for that weird break.
Sorry, folks.
Vern
My
was
computer's a dick. I'm sorry.
Vern was going over 2 of the stories that we have yet to tell.
One day, maybe.
Yeah, one day in the future.
Although
we should tell this one real fast, the Alex Jones story for Alex.
Well, we've already covered that on the show, but
Yeah, but not with him.
Yeah, when they said that, because like, I don't follow conspiracy theories, but I've seen like videos with Alex Jones.
That dude's a fucking nutball.
Yeah.
But yeah,
You see, you got like the levels of dimensions and the pedophiles. They're using technology.
1776 will rise again.
That dude, that pedophile shit. I was just like, when
Juice boxes are making children gay. Like, you're fucking mental, dude.
I will fight you.
Although I
I'm
hope,
an alpha male.
although I hope that fucking child custody fucking hearing.
dude, it's
woke some
ruining.
people
It's
up.
like ruining him right now.
Oh, I hope so.
It's
I hope
He
it
has a
totally
kid?
destroys him.
2 of them.
Yeah. Well, he admitted basically, in a very roundabout, non-direct kind of way, that he's a complete phony in this trial, because like his wife was using that shit against him. Like, dude, look at this guy. He's fucking nuts. Look at him. He's on these fucking things, just flipping shit, and like he's drunk some of the time, and like. That's not healthy. Like, and he
Yeah.
records from home. That's not healthy for my kids.
That
to be
whole
around.
thing is from his home.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he has a.
I thought he went to like a studio or something.
No,
he has a studio in his house.
Yeah, he built that. He lives right outside of Austin, Texas.
Do you know what his net worth is?
Not a
more
mil-
than it should be.
Not a million. You think he's a million now?
Oh, he's more than a millionaire.
He has to be.
I'm sure he's more than.
Well,
a
no, I
millionaire.
know his net assets and the value of his property is over $1 million. But do you think he's pulling $1 million as a paycheck?
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
Between PrisonPlanet.tv, between all the deals he has with these fucking. Get your Berkey water filter, and get your blah 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 blah, and call this company to sell your gold or to buy purchase gold. blah, blah, blah.
Right.
I like how when
Like,
he was
that dude's
telling-
making bank, and he really shouldn't be, because he's a fucking giant fucking he's a huckster.
Yeah. I like
But,
how, what was it? He was talking about the pedophiles with Joe Rogan. He's like, yeah, the pedophiles, they're coming in from the different dimensions.
$10 million. Alex Jones has a
10
net worth of $10 million.
Jesus Christ.
I know he's friends with Joe Rogan, but like, I think Joe Rogan just thinks he's like funny, you know?
Right,
Like
right.
you have like that one friend that says like believes this crazy shit, but he.
Yeah, I used to be that friend.
So here's tell him the story.
So the abridged version. Remember the 7/7 London bombings?
I'm not
There
smart,
was-
dude. I don't really
there-
keep up on.
Well, there was this bombing. It was 2 buses and a train, I think it was.
Something like that, yeah.
2 buses and a train, and
And this was in London.
yeah, it was in London, and there was an exercise going on at the same time. That was the exact same scenario. And so I wrote an article. I was up that morning as it was happening, and I was the first person on the entire internet to write something about the 7/7 London bombings that was, conspiracy kind of stuff. And So I just wrote it on my fucking MySpace, and at the end I was like, just repost the shit everywhere, because like I was of the conspiracy mind, so I figured, oh well, this whole fucking emergency drill was just cover for them actually doing it. But since then I've realized it was probably much more likely that somebody was talking about the exercise coming up, and somebody else was like, ooh, this sounds like a plan we should do, Yeah. But so Alex Jones, eventually my article comes to Alex Jones's attention, and he reposts it on Prison Planet.
Wow. And
he credited it to me, but I was written under a pseudonym named The Ranter. And after he posted my initial article, there was never any trying to find out who I was. There was never contacting me via MySpace, because I was on MySpace. It's not like it was like some just blog site where you can't contact the author. Never tried to contact me or anything. But to this day, he still uses all that information for 7/7. Everything that I fucking put together.
Oh wow.
Is his whole 7/7 thing.
But now here, give the backstory of who you were at that time, though. You know what I mean? And it's not a knock when I say he's not a journalist.
No, I'm not a journalist. I was a fucking. What year was that?
I think you were 24.
Yeah, I was
23,
23,
How old are you
24 year
now?
old. I'm 36 now.
Oh, okay.
But so Alex Jones took me as a credible source. Like, I thought it was cool at the time, but now that I'm older and wiser, I'm like, wait, why the fuck is he listening to 24-year-old me? Like,
pretty much. Dude,
I'm a credible source according to Alex Jones. That was one of the things that actually started making me question all that shit.
I didn't even think about that.
And then I was like, and that's from that point on, that's when I started like researching everything and going, okay, well, this is not a credible source. This is not a credible source. This is not a credible source.
Yeah, like like literally the day after he goes and posts this, like him and I are running off to NovaCare to do one of our high rides. You know what I mean? Like, that's his fucking source. Like, It was two stoners. Well, it was you, but it was like just two potheads, like in their 20s, sitting in a car in the middle of the night in a parking lot in the middle of King of Prussia, just like fixing the world's problems. You know?
Yeah, oh my God.
Yeah.
Dude,
I'm not gonna lie though, that's kind of, but it is kind of cool from a standpoint to be like, because he's like a famous conspiracy theorist, even though it's like,
Well, he was, to be fair, he wasn't as batshit then.
He wasn't.
No, he, like, where Alex Jones lost his shit really was when he came out with the Obama deception. Like, that's when he went full tilt off the fucking wall, complete batshit.
Well, and the thing is, I think it definitely started there, because it was also the same time with Sandy Hook, and he basically gets out and says, oh yeah, all those kids, they're not dead. It's fake. They're actors.
That I thought was really, like, that was some bullshit.
And he doubled down on it.
And I heard, like, because of that, like, people who, like, parents from them, they had to go into hiding, apparently.
Yeah.
Because, like, they thought, like, because there was crazy people that were, like, coming after them or something.
Yeah. Jones is
crazy Alex Jones.
And the thing is, it's like the one thing that he actually did walk back on. Because it was just so blatantly obvious that he was dead wrong and or that he picked up on it and ran with it, was the fucking Pizzagate shit. You know what I mean? Like the whole, like,
he really had to tuck his tail between his legs on that one.
A lot of people kept talking about how there's like video footage of like the parents pretending to cry and then crying on command or something. I don't know what it was.
Well, but again, like, context and behind the video, you know what I mean? Like, someone could sit there and like just take that, like, they could be talking normally, and then all of a sudden,
like, something just
triggers them to start crying again, and then someone chops up the video in such a way to make it look like, oh look, they're paid actors, it's fake, you know what I mean?
And I'm wondering, like, why even do that? Why even fake something like that?
Because there's lots of money involved. Alex Jones makes a lot of money off of his bullshit.
Oh, like out,
So,
yeah.
Okay, well, to your point, yeah, why would they fake it? Because it would just be as easy to just go, if anyone wanted to be nefarious, like, oh, they're doing this to take away our guns. Why would you fake it? You just fucking do it.
Yeah,
You would just do it. Like, if if you're thinking shit that far ahead as a power to be,
Yeah, if you're thinking shit like that, you're the kind. If you're a fucking government person who's thinking that kind of shit, you're the kind of government person that's gonna do that kind of shit.
right? You're gonna kill people. Like why would you? Oh, we need to make it look like we're not. If you're that
And plus, like,
maniacal, like it's Occam's razor. Like if you're that maniacal, you're just gonna kill people anyway. Like
Yeah.
what like why
like-
would you have to fake killing?
And the other thing that was really
Yeah.
dumb is like, all right, so there was all these other school shootings that have happened in the that have already happened.
Yeah, there was
Like,
Columbine. And
So why just
Virginia
add
Tech.
a fake one to
Yeah.
someone that's like that makes no sense to me.
right.
Yeah, like, and it's like, it's funny because all these people are like, oh, well, what about Operation Northwoods? That proves the government would plan to do something like this. And it's like, yeah, and if you remember correctly, in Operation Northwoods, they actually were going to kill fucking a plane full of college students.
Oh, really?
Like, yeah, they were gonna fucking down. They were gonna down a fucking airliner
Blame it on Cuba.
from that was coming back from somewhere below Cuba. They were gonna have a plane full of college students get killed.
Oh, shit.
They were gonna shoot down a fucking plane.
And yeah, blame it on
blame
Cuba.
it on Cuba.
And the reason why they chose college students was because the college students were protesting Vietnam, and they wanted to do something where, like, oh, see, guys, look, college kids, you liberals, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
see, it can happen to you, so you need to get in line and join the fight. You know what I mean? Like, it was a total, like, hey, it could happen to you. But even then, like, it didn't happen.
Well, yeah, but the crazy part about Northwoods is how far it got before somebody was like, wait, what the fuck are you talking about? It got all the way to the desk of L.L. Lemnitzer, the fucking chief of fucking staff, or the fucking no, it's the so it's Secretary General. What's the fucking top position below the president in the military branch?
Oh, Secretary of Defense.
Yeah, Secretary of Defense. It all got all the way to the Lemnitzer's desk, and he was like, "Whoa, wait, what the fuck? What the fuck? No, you're fucking not doing this. Like, are you fucking nuts? You're gonna kill a plane full of fucking college students just to fucking
like how many people in the White House?
If we
had
really
actually
want to fucking
considered-
attack Cuba, what are they gonna fucking do to stop us? Like, oh wow, they have the Russian backing. Yeah, they're fucking. We could throw a stone and hit Cuba. Like
90 miles.
yeah, we
That's all it
have
takes.
we have all these military assets here. We could fucking take Cuba in fucking no time if we wanted to. And so he was like, no, and he fucking was like, all right, not only are we not doing this, but this is going to be so classified for years that nobody's going to know that we even thought that you people fucking even thought of this shit. And but yeah, it was a completely fucked up plan. But that's where these conspiracy theorists
Right.
forget is
That-
they were actually planning on doing it.
Well, and
not faking it.
Well, and the other thing too. Okay, so to that point, and then also like they've used that as the jump off point for every single thing after that. You know, like they've used it. Like they've even used it retroactively to like say like, oh, that's why the moon landing was fake. It's all fake, man. Operation Northwood, it's all fake. You know, and
Really?
it's their go-to.
Because I remember, what was it? Jesse Ventura. He was also talking about that kind of stuff.
Well, yeah, because he said with 9/11 is it's a false flag attack.
It's a false flag attack.
But
I was in the army and I had seen these things. Why are you insulting me? I could still pile drive a little whippersnapper like.
So what if I was in the WWE?
I took on predators.
I was a governor. I was a Navy
Minnesota.
SEAL.
I was a governor.
A Navy SEAL.
A Navy SEAL, and I was in wrestling and took on a predator.
I ain't got time to bleed. But that's the thing is like they'll use that as that jump off. It's because here's the thing too, like with a lot of conspiracy theories, it's arbitrary arguments in hindsight. Mm-hmm. It's always working backwards. Like this dude right here, like destroyed the chemtrail thing.
Oh yeah. I haven't checked on that thread in a while.
He absolutely murdered the entire chemtrail conspiracy on a Facebook thread. Like, and this thing has been getting thousands upon thousands of comments on his comment.
Yeah.
Like thousands of likes and so forth and so on. And he'll constantly go back and check in because like people obviously don't read the entire thread where he details and lays everything out. So they come back to him with the same thing, like you know, the guy that started an argument with Vern like a month ago. Like another guy today will start. Well, it's this from the book, and it's almost like the script. It's almost like this fucking script that
It's
they.
because they
follow.
all fucking read the same exact bullshit websites. It's God, the people I would just like. If I could just fucking, if I had the power of Q, so I could just snap my fingers and be where that person is to slap the living shit out of them. These people who are like, oh, all the evidence I need is to go outside and look up. And it's like, dude, you not understanding atmospheric science does not prove that trail of fucking water vapor through the sky is some fucking trail of poison. And it's like,
well, and that right there, that's the mentality that you're even seeing with the flat Earth guys, like with that new shit now.
That, yeah.
And it's this whole like, well, I don't believe it with my own eyes. I don't see it, so therefore it doesn't exist. I can't see fucking gravity.
Yeah.
But I know I can.
I can't see the atoms that make up my skin, but I know that they exist.
Yeah.
Right. You know what I mean? I can't see germs.
Why? Because fucking people who went to school for like 15 years to fucking understand atomic science fucking tell me that fucking my skin is made of a bunch of hydrogen and carbon and fucking whatever else.
They've done things with technology now and social media and this, that, and the third, where you can share this information out there, and it's coming from credible people. You know what I mean? Like if MIT puts out a result, like you can fucking trust it. It's MI-fucking-T. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's. Let's get fucking serious here with it. Are you searching that up? Oh
yeah. But this is what I love. Okay. Oh, it's a flat Earth, blah 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 blah, and it's like, dude, you can go online
to NASA, like right
to
now,
NASA,
and you can
and fucking watch the shit. You can watch from the space station, as long as it's on the lit side of the Earth. This camera stream will keep going. Now the page would just fucking
do what
change
you
size.
want.
Yeah, so the feed isn't live right now, which means it's on the dark side of the Earth.
Okay, well, first off, can I just make a comment real fast?
What?
Yo, NASA, Ustream? Really? Ustream? Y'all NASA. You can't call up YouTube and Google and be like, you got to use shit-ass fucking Ustream. You know what I mean? Like, Ustream sucks, dude. Like,
how do your rockets even stay in orbit?
Yeah, like, do we want to trust these guys? Is he fucking using Ustream? Like, it's like you're trying to watch this shit and it runs an ad on you every 30 seconds. Like,
Well, who knows? Ustream might be like, hey, look, we'll cover your feed costs.
fuck that. Ustream is desperate as fuck right now, dude. They're not making any money.
Yeah.
They ain't doing shit. They're trying to do subscription services now to, like, you know, get rid of ads.
Oh, wow.
You know what I mean? They've gone that route.
I heard there was like a one place called YouNow. Have you ever been on there?
I've heard of it.
It's kind of like a chat roulette type thing, but like you can get subscribers and stuff. But not like, you know, like people
Yo, do
that
you think
watch your videos.
Oh no, we don't got the camera split set up. I'd say let's just go on chat roulette or one of those right now. Just randomly drop in on some people.
I would love to do that.
But the only problem is they wouldn't be able to see us. They could hear us, but they can't see us.
Let's get on video Tinder.
Because dude, we'll do like a live dating game. Here you go, bitch. 1, 2, 3, pick. You know what I mean?
What do you want? In the butt, mouth? What do you want? What do you want? Like, I would be creepy with. I always have an opening line. I put this in my stand-up. Whenever I match with a girl, if they don't open up, what I do, like, you know, first line, I always say to them, "Hey, what's jumping, pumpkin?"
Oh, jeez.
My friends are always telling me don't do it.
Fuck it. Why not?
Yeah.
Has it worked?
Oh yeah, I get responses. Like sometimes they're always like, nothing with shake and bacon.
There you go.
Nothing muffin. It's always something with food. You know, there's a bunch of hungry bitches on Tinder.
Man. Well, man.
I just need a thirsty one.
Yeah.
That's how my joke goes.
That's good.
And then like they'll get some get offended though. They're like, "Really, pumpkin? Why are you calling me pumpkin?" It's because if you keep giving me an attitude, I'm gonna carve you up, bitch. I never have said that though.
Oh, you should.
You totally should.
That is like the perfect anti-heckler for that joke.
Yeah. If only I had the balls to do it.
Well, it's over a screen. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, but then they probably take my picture. This guy right here, he's like 3 miles away.
dude, of all
2 miles.
of
Now
all,
what? Oh shit, he's coming.
I was gonna say though, like if they're gonna get upset over that comment, which I mean, at first impression, someone could be afraid of it, but it is a throwaway line in that regard. With all the other filth that happens on Tinder,
Oh yeah.
they're gonna freak out on that.
Yeah.
You know, like Tinder has done wonders for STD transmission. I mean,
You think so?
I think so.
I think it's just lack of condoms. That's why I'm so grateful for condoms.
I can't stand them.
Yeah, I like bearskin. It really feels good with bearskin. You know.
I mean, I've used them in the past, but there's nothing about there's nothing like raw.
Well,
I mean, it's just.
Well, I have friends with kids, so I already know. I'm fine. Like,
I've gotten good, man. Chest, chin, and stomach. You know what I
Chest,
mean?
chin-
And
man.
that's where it ends up. I've gotten real good at it.
what, boxing or no? Just
Come with
pull
the-
it out
come
after
with
I'm
one.
done. Just fucking knock him out. Chest, chin, and stomach. It's cheaper than Plan B. I just beat the living shit.
Just
Knock it out of him.
push it out of them like a Play-Doh factory.
Yeah, do you remember? I remember. Didn't you comment on? This was a while back. This is like a political thing that we were talking about. It was with Mexico and like the people that would send back money and stuff. Do you remember? Because I thought we had a discussion about it way back.
regarding like.
Because I was like saying, because I was talking about how like that was like one of the big things. Because a lot of people I talked to about illegal immigration, they always would go on about like, you know, the Mexicans, they come over, they get the money, and they send it back over to their families in Mexico.
Well, they do.
Yeah.
But a lot of them, like they also spend a lot of money here.
Yeah, that too. Like that was the one
From
thing.
living here, like
working in the PLCB. That was the one thing we would get a lot of like customers who were Mexican. And I liked ringing them up because they didn't give me half the shit that like white or anybody else would give me. Because like I would say like, hey, I need your ID. What ID? No, I just bet. I'm like, no, I need your ID. Like, no, I don't. I'm like, I can't serve you. Okay, and then they just leave. Like white people, anybody I card, they'd be like, what the fuck? You carding me? I'm fucking 30 years old. You fucking card me? I'm like, dude, you look young.
Yeah.
But like. That was the thing, like, people at work would talk about that. Like, they would always complain about how Mexicans would send money back overseas to help their families.
Well, but it's which does happen, and they consider it.
I don't even give a shit about that. What I thought was ironic, though, because this is something that a lot of people don't talk about, is how there's, like, these multi-million billionaires that actually send money to Swiss bank accounts or off in the Cayman Islands outside of America to avoid tax breaks.
He gets it.
So it's like, you know, I'm not really worried about the Mexican family that's sending $400 or $1,000 when you have like people like that are billionaires that are fucking cheating taxes out, sending money overseas.
It's called flight capital.
Yeah,
is the like the official economist word for it. They call it flight capital, and it's basic. The way that it used to work was, if a company wanted to get a tax cut or a tax break, they had to spend the money here in the States. They had to either build another store or train people, hire new people. They had to invest the money inside the business, because then what they could do is turn around, and when the government says, all right, you know, Alex, CEO Alex of Magakis fucking whatever, you know, LLC, Magakis LLC, your tax liability, looking at the books, you made $10 million last year, so you owe taxes on $10 million. Then you turn around and say, well, hey guys, look, here's all the money I spent on paying my people. Here's all the money I spent training them. I built a bunch of new stores. I built a bunch of new improvements, blah, blah, blah. The government then looks at it and says, okay, well, you actually have a tax liability now of $4 million. So that's how you get your tax break. And the thing is that it's a long-term thing, because, all right, cool, you technically made $10 million, but you made investments into yourself, so you ended up with $4 million. But because of the investments you made in yourself this year, it's going to lead to more productivity and money next year. So then it's $20 million. You know what I mean? And then you just make some investments into your company again and shit, knock down that charitable donations, knock down the fucking money. The problem is they're getting the breaks for like you said, it's fleeing. They're sending the money overseas.
Yeah.
No one gets it. They don't even get to use it. The money the fucking corporate office is in shitty ass Newark, Delaware, and the money gets to hang out in the Caribbean.
Yeah.
Like who fucking loses who lost that fucking arrangement? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so even aside from us peons out here not getting that capital investment onto our shores, even them jerk offs, like, you know what I mean? Like, you're a slave to something that's living a better life than you right now in better temperature. You know what I mean? Like, and you just keep coming to this shit ass building in Newark.
Yeah.
You know? Fucking dummy.
Yeah.
Like you know. But no, you definitely described it, dude. Like, plus also like on the immigration thing, like it's the net immigration's actually going down. Like they're not flooding. And that was the other thing, like the whole, like, I mean, to get into it, like the border wall shit, like they don't come through the fucking desert. Like you don't see a bunch of people out there tiptoeing through the desert like a fucking cartoon character, you know, with the fold.
There was literally a cartoon called Border Town, and they would do it like that.
Right, you know, I mean, it's like a cartoon, exactly. You know, it's they come here legally with a visa on an airplane, and then they just don't go back. That's all it is. And then they just don't check in.
And even the ones that are smuggled in through border checkpoints in the backs of trucks.
Yeah.
Or they're coming through a fucking tunnel underground.
Right. And even in the tunnel, there is tunnel
What the fuck is a wall going to do to block off a tunnel?
Yeah.
Oh, we'll just build it 30 feet down. Okay, so they tunnel 40 feet down.
Right. Yeah, dude,
it's not going to stop shit.
We have to get it deep enough that the pressure will kill.
We're going to go all the way to the core of the planet. All the way.
It's going to
be the deepest wall ever.
Deepest wall ever. This wall will be so deep, the pressure will compress, and it'll kill any illegal immigrants. Anyone that is that desperate.
All the drugs will explode.
They're going to have to call Aaron Eckhart from the movie The Core in order to get into this country.
But yeah, I mean, that's the short-sighted dumb shit, dude. Like, and I saw it all throughout like the week, like the 2 weeks we were off or whatever. Like we were joking before the show. All the crazy shit happened an hour after we got off the air. You know what I mean? Like the first Jim Comey gets fired, and like I don't think Russia had nothing to do with it. I think it is like some smokescreen shit. But in all honesty, no, even if Trump is innocent, you can't fire the guy that's investigating.
Yeah,
you.
that's weird.
There's only one president who ever did something similar to that, and he was definitely not guilty. Oh wait, it was Nixon, and he was fucking guilty as fuck.
Yeah,
wow.
like he had to resign. He had to resign because of it. Like,
yeah, it was either resign or be impeached and go to jail.
yeah, and
So if Trump is guilty and he gets impeached, he could get arrested for that kind of thing, right?
well, it depends. Like,
Well, now he could after the whole fucking having the fucking Russian ambassador and shit in the White House.
Well, here's where it gets screwy. Like the info that he gave him, it was fucked up. But the second that president says it, it's not classified anymore.
It's not true. It's not true.
Are you serious?
There's levels of classification the president isn't even aware of.
Right, but he was obviously aware of this one.
But it doesn't matter. He is not. The president isn't, as far as I know, the president isn't just cleared to give out. I mean, let's look at it this way, okay? So President Trump can't give out his tax returns because he's being audited, but he can give out top secret information to a country who isn't even an ally of us.
Well, I agree with that, because the thing is that, and here's what people were saying is that like he's treating it like a reality TV show, because it was almost like he was on Survivor. And it's like, oh, hey, you know, I'm a good guy. Here's some information. You know what I mean? Like, he basically cucked out to the fucking Russians.
Oh, wow.
He totally...
Thank you very much, Mr. Trump. We are very happy to learn this information from you.
Now,
Right.
wait, who did he give the information to?
It was
A Russian ambassador.
Yeah, a Russian ambassador and a Russian foreign minister.
Yeah, and let me tell you something from my learning about the espionage world. Yeah, it's not unusual for ambassadors and diplomats
To be spies. And this guy Kislyak, I think it was I think it was Kislyak. He's a known spy. He's
Oh,
an
really?
he is a known Russian spy recruiter. And the thing is, it's like spying. The other thing too is spying isn't necessarily James Bond, or rest in peace, Roger Moore. By the way, but it's not necessarily James Bond shit. A lot of times, spying, like if you work for the CIA as like as a foreign operative, you basically just go live in a country and just get information. You're a tourist. You're basically just a tourist, and you just try and find people who do work in government positions, and then especially if our country is trying to do some dirt, that's when you start like, yo man, we can get you out of here. You want some money? You know what I mean? That's when you actually go hire people. But a lot of times, you just go sit in a bar where you happen to know where government workers drink at, and just listen to their conversations, or try and go be friends with them, and just have a friendship with them. That's really all it is. You know what I mean?
Did you ever see The Americans?
No, but I want to.
It's pretty good. I mean, it's kind of like James Bondsy type stuff, but
it's like
pretty good.
communists living in the U.S. or something,
Yeah,
or sleeper cell or something.
It's like during the Cold War.
Yeah.
It wasn't like today. It's like more
period piece.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah. But it's really good. I watched the first season. It's really fun.
So I mean, I'm definitely into political thriller stuff like that. So I mean, but that's to this Russian thing. That's the problem. And then he goes and like I said, he wants to try and be like, oh hey, we're cool, right guys? Hey, I got some info for you. I got a buddy from Israel that's embedded with ISIS right now, and he's working undercover. That's the info he gave him.
Oh really?
Yeah, he basically told the world that Israel has undercover agents in ISIS right now.
That's like
and he verified that when the fucking jerk off was in Israel yesterday, and he said, listen, in the middle of the photo, listen, everyone listen. He quiets the crowd. Oh, shh. Oh, the president's going to speak. I didn't say it was Israel that had that foreign agent. You just verified it. You just verified it by saying, you know what I mean? Like, not only does he give the information out, and everyone was speculating, like, oh, fuck, it was Israel, because there was people in Israel clamoring a little bit, like, yo, did he just tell the fucking Russians we have undercover agents in fucking ISIS right now?
Some old Jewish businessman. Did that motherfucker really just do that? Did he just really give up our guy?
You fucking Bashogana. You fucking giving us up.
What a fucking nincompoop.
But
Now let me ask you guys this. Shit, I forgot what I was gonna ask, because I had a question for you, because you guys obviously know more about politics than me. I don't really pay attention to this stuff. I'm not smart. I don't, like, half the time I hear about politics. But I am trying to learn more.
It's all fake. That's all you have to just know, that it's all fake.
Politics.
It's all fake. It's all bullshit. It's all ran by bankers and financiers and technocrats. Google and Goldman Sachs. That's who runs everything.
Government Sachs.
Government Sachs. But your question?
Yeah.
If you had one.
Did
you have a question?
I actually forgot what it was.
It'll come back. Yeah. So yeah, I mean how that does not get the impeachment shit started, dude. I have no fucking clue. Like, I mean,
well, it's because the Republican Party is too busy fucking thinking they're the shit, and oh, well, we have a Republican president, so well, yeah, whatever he does, that's fine.
Well, dude, and
as long as it's our guy that's in there.
If you think about it too, dude, what makes this even more dirty is the fact that this guy, obviously, to like mainstream Republicans, he's fucking repugnant, but they don't care because they just want to get their shit passed.
Yeah,
like they will seriously keep fucking the crack whore because she gives good pussy, despite the fact she out smoking crack.
Yeah. Did you ever see the one episode of it was Bill Maher? He had Tommy Lauren on there.
She got destroyed.
Oh yeah. Well, the thing that's dumb about her is like she was like way out of her element. If you ever see the interview, because like she barely like talks to him, and the stuff she says is it's more opinionated than like the stuff that they lay out, because they try to lay out
and
like
scripted.
their statistics.
It just seems scripted too. Like someone like
he's my president. He's your president too. That's what we have to. But it's like that's all that you're really giving us is just. I mean, and they asked about like how he insulted McCain, like saying he wasn't a real
war hero and all that.
Yeah. And she said, well, I mean, he's still a conservative, and, I hope that cooler heads, something like that. But it's like you're not really giving any good information. Like the guys that are talking that are around you, they actually have like they're basing this off of like
Well,
statistics.
It was the same.
and stuff.
It was the same thing when Milo was on there.
Oh God, Milo.
Milo. What do I call him? Milo.
I'm not
Snuffleupagus?
controversial at all, I swear. But, I don't hire gays because of their drugs.
Milo Snuffleupagus.
And don't bring up that thing where I condoned, pedophilia.
Pedophilia. It's not that controversial to talk about pedophilia, I swear.
Oh my God, I have people that still defend it. I have a friend who defends him.
I see
it's
some
fun-
when I see some of my friends because I use Facebook on your
Like the comedian in me is like, oh, he was trying to do a joke and it was shitty on him. But like the guy, when I saw the one, he was doing like a speech against Islam, and there was like a woman there who had like a hijab on, and he was mocking her, and she was very pissed off because he was saying about how Muslim promotes rape and stuff like that, and she got very furious and was yelling back at him, and he made a she left. She just left. She didn't like attack him or anything because he's insulting her, and people were cheering him on too, which was really weird.
Finish your.
Yeah.
I got a point to that, but finish yours.
But like as she's leaving, he's like, "Oh, if you don't like it here, you can take a plane back." Oh wait, we don't want them on planes, right? I always forget, and I'm thinking like, dude, you are making light of 9/11 in a way because.
Well, and also too, it's this like. You're taking this bully like him and Ben Shapiro and these the quote unquote conservatives. If these people really just knew, they're not conservative.
Yeah.
If you really break down, see that's the other thing too is that trying to ask Milo stuff about economic positions, which is what I care about. I study economics.
Mhm.
Like that's my he
doesn't know.
He wouldn't last 2 minutes with me. I'd fucking bury him.
Oh really?
It's because the thing is the only reason why they're
Because
getting
I never really hear him talk much about economics. He talks more about like transgenders, the
social culture issues.
Yeah.
And here's the big point. Two of the points. The first one was this. And you've heard me say this on the show, right? Donald Trump is the participation trophy for petty, stupid, uninformed people. He really was. Because it was a bunch of people that voted with feelings over facts. You know what I mean? Like
I will say,
well, hell, I'm a white nationalist, and he's kind of sounding like a white nationalist. So I'm gonna vote for. Oh, he chose Steve Bannon. All right, that's the guy for me.
I will say this though, because I do have friends who are supporters of Trump, and they're not like. Not all of them are like that,
right.
You know. So I think it's more just the stuff that because they say like how they see like a lot of like uncut videos, like because a lot of the stuff I saw with Donald Trump, they were like videos where they cut clips, so they saw like a lot of stuff that he was saying like. Spanned out like everything.
Entire context.
So I figured like, because I don't trust Trump at all, but I don't think like, because I always said like, because I have had friends who are liberals that have attacked friends of mine who are Trump supporters. Because there was one guy who was, he wasn't really a Trump supporter, but he was talking shit on, no, that's right. It was a friend that was attacking another friend for being a Trump supporter. I forget what he said, and I said, well, the thing is, I have plenty of Trump supporter friends who aren't racist, but I will say that all racists are voting for Trump.
Yeah, not everyone that voted for Trump is a racist, but a lot of people who happen to be racist happen to vote for Trump.
That's what I was saying, because I know a lot of people who are Trump supporters. They're good people. They're not bad. They just didn't. I
get why they voted. Why the good people voted for him because he was quote unquote changed. It was something different.
Yeah.
Because we do have had a problem since Bill Clinton with neoliberalism, which is basically we're cool with gay rights, cool with weed, cool with abortion, but we're going to make everybody fucking poor, and then it's just rich and poor, and that's it. There's no middle class. There's none of that shit.
Yeah.
And the reason why they say neoliberal is because Bill Clinton, a Democrat, was a guy who has a Democratic base, workers, dudes like us, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then all of a sudden he starts doing everything like a Republican. And then they're like, what the fuck? And all, that's what it led to these problems because then all of a sudden you see Hillary Clinton come along, regardless of the name. It was someone that was going to continue Obama who basically continued what Bill Clinton was doing, which didn't work. It's not working, and she was just going to basically come on. So I get it. Personally, though, when you need a change in your life, there's like better positive things to do.
Yeah. There was actually
I'm feeling a little bit down and dull right now. I don't need to spice up my life with a heroin addiction.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's a change. that's not a change for the good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's how I would see with Trump is that, like, yeah, he's a change, he's something different, but that doesn't mean it's something for the better.
Yeah.
You know.
The problem is, and like, well, see, there's a lot of people who voted for Trump that are good people, but because they're Republicans and because they so fervently backed him before the, up to the election, they're stuck. Because they can't admit, I don't know what it is with people these days. Maybe it's always been that way, but people just can't fucking admit, oh fuck, I fucked up, I was wrong.
There are some people that were like really big Trump.
And then I think there's people who have like Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah.
They're like, they know Trump is shit, but they're going to support him anyway because they're just so invested in it now. It's just I got to maintain the course. I'm going to support Trump.
Pride and ego.
It's only been 100 days. Maybe he's having a slow start. We still got 3 years and blah blah blah. And it's like no. Sometimes you just need to go. All right, we fucked up.
Yeah,
like
that's actually the big thing. It's like, dude, pride, you know this, and any human being, pride's a motherfucker, dude. And you have to sit there and admit egg on your face over something this major, which is a major event in history, which was this fucking election we just had.
Oh yeah.
To sit there and actually admit you're wrong. What you'll probably see this more. You're probably gonna be like, it's gonna get to a point where people won't admit they are wrong. They're just not going to admit they voted for him. Mm-hmm. It's just, well, I didn't vote for him. Who are these 62 million people that did then?
Yeah.
Where's the fifth of the country?
From what I remember, though, didn't he lose the popular vote?
Right, 62 to 65.
Yeah.
But because of the electoral college shit.
Yeah, that's what they were saying. He had the electoral college.
The thing that pisses me off there is 62 to 65 million. That means only 127 million out of 350-some million people.
Which
voted.
is, well... the total number you're talking, the 127, that's only 50% of eligible voters. So 50% of all the adults who are eligible to vote just stayed the fuck home.
Yeah,
like they just didn't even come out. You know what I mean? Like, and that should tell you, like, he technically won. If you looked at the entire population, it was only 10 to 12% of the people actually voted for him. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But again, that's how our system is set up. It's just designed that way. You know.
Well, see, the mistake in our country is. We're supposed to be, we're Democratic Republican, blah, blah, blah. The people's vote matters and shit. Okay, well, then make fucking voting day a national holiday.
Or a weekend.
No work.
Or a weekend. Why don't we do what France does and do it on Saturday?
Regardless, it should be a national holiday.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Like,
no work,
can
no
fall
school.
No work, no school. The only job you have that day is to get up, go to your voting station, and vote. Because then, people aren't going to miss that. They're going to look at their work schedule and see voting day. It's going to be like, right on the schedule, like,
or
voting day.
Well, and even
closed for voting day.
And even I think about it too, like,
or they have to be punished and go to work if they don't vote.
No, that's hard to say. Like, oh, maybe there should be a tax liability. Like, hey, you know what? You didn't vote. I'm going to charge you $100. But then you start getting into some crazy shit. That's a little tricky. But here's to your point about the day off, real fast. To the point of your day off, that's an amazing idea. Aside from the convenience that it's going to do, especially for parents with kids and shit like that. Yeah. But also, it gives a day off to everyone so they can chill the fuck out, talk to their fucking neighbors, think about this. Because what happens when you try and vote? You go to fucking work. Oh, should I get to the polls before I go to work or after work? Fuck. Let me try my lunch break. Oh, fuck. I got to go pick the kids up at fucking school. I got to go do grocery. I got to blah, blah, blah. So you're sitting there. You got all this shit spinning in your fucking head from trying to deal with your own life. You know what I'm saying? And then you got to go vote on something that's major. You know what I mean? Like, like this way, de-stress the situation. Take all that fucking take all that BS out of the equation. Everyone chills out. You go, hey, how you doing, Doug? Let's go get some coffee, blah, blah, blah. You like this guy? Nah, I actually like that guy. Oh, well, how come? Blah, blah, blah. Maybe they talk some shit out, and then maybe they figure some shit out.
Did you see, like, after Trump was elected, I saw an article about how, like, schools were doing, like, a day off for all the kids to take it in because they were, like, very, like, a lot of kids were even upset about it.
Yeah, I mean, I think it.
Yeah, when even little kids are going, "Fuck, that guy's president,"
dude. Well, dude, I talking to my bro about this. He's a second grade teacher in a private school out in San Jose, and why that's important is because the kids, even though they're second grade, they operate on a third grade level. Like that's because it's a private school. They try and push them a grade ahead of the pubs. And he even said flat out, he was like, all the kids told me, they were just like, I don't like how my president lies so much. Like, these are second graders, and they're distraught over the fact that the guy fucking lies all the time.
Oh, yeah.
And again, these are kids that can pick this up. You know what I mean? Like, they could just look at it and be like, this guy's lying. Like, he's not telling the truth. The guy's lying.
See, that's the great thing about little kids and me. They don't have that filter.
Man-child living.
Man-child living.
No, I just don't. I never let society beat that filter into me. Like, I don't have that filter. If I think something's bullshit, I say it's bullshit.
Yeah.
Like,
I remember I got into another argument earlier because, well, not earlier, but like a while back, because I saw that Justin Bieber actually turned down performing at the RNC like before the election.
No shit.
And I was like, did I just find some respect for Justin Bieber? and like somebody was like saying, nah, don't. He's a fucking prick. He probably didn't. I was like, no. I read the article and I was like looking up information to make sure it was real. Not only it was mainly because I think it was the guy who was his agent or something was helping him, but apparently like they wanted like to do. I forget what it was. They wanted to have Black Lives Matter shirts on, and they said no. You're gonna have to change that to All Lives Matter, and that was like one of the things.
The counter argument to
One of them. It was one of them, and like somebody said, I don't really care. Black Lives Matter is now the equivalent to the Ku Klux Klan. I was like, I hear that, but I don't get that.
No, and
it really
it's projection. It's basically. A projection.
Don't
smear.
get me wrong. I'm not saying
it's
like
people trying to justify their own fucking position. Well, hell, look what they're doing. What's wrong with what I'm doing? Look at that damn Negro over there.
And I remember like Trevor Noah even said that. He said like, look, the thing is that it wasn't the whole group. There was a few people that did do these acts. Like there was
the Dallas shooting and all that stuff.
Yeah, and the riots. But the thing is like I have seen like plenty of times where like there's people on Black Lives Matter that say, hey, just because we say Black Lives Matter says doesn't mean that we're saying white lives don't matter. Like that was like a thing that you see.
Well,
and there's but like the Klan, they're not like, oh, just because we say white power doesn't mean we don't want, no, they
want white power.
It's all behind hate. Whereas like Black Lives Matter, there was people that were getting killed, and that's why they started. And I remember even here's the other thing too, which was kind of cool. I had one friend that was like actually talking. He was against Black Lives Matter, but he was because he would say he was for all lives matter. And another friend who was conservative was defending the fact about Black Lives Matter. Like he was actually defending them. And he's not really conservative, but he's on the conservative side.
Right.
So a lot of people like I just hate how they paint that. With
I'll give you to show you like an interesting flip. Our buddy Alex Jones, prior to the start of the Black Lives Matter movement last year and a half ago, or now, what have you now at this point, Alex Jones, all prior to that, police are fucking fascist. The police state, they're going to come crack your skulls. The cops are dangerous.
Dark-bearded thugs.
Yeah, fuck the cops. Fuck the police. Yeah, he was all fucking NWA with that shit. You know what I mean? For decades, it was all fuck the police, especially after the Waco shit when he rebuilt the church for him and the Davidians and all that. Then all of a sudden, he's on the Trump train, and the Black Lives Matter stuff comes out, and now it's, oh, the cops are good. Fuck these people.
Oh, wow.
Like, he's like... It's like, dude, you don't understand. Like, they talking the same shit you talking about, like oppressive police powers, policing for profit. I mean, most of the time that they go out there pulling people over for tickets, it's not because it's for safety.
Yeah,
it's to help the fucking budget.
One other thing that really blew my mind was I think it was on Stacey Dash's.
Oh God, her.
Oh my God, I think she's hot, but I don't agree with anything she says. I do think she's hot though. But one thing I thought was funny was I think it was her page. She had like a clip saying, "Oh, Lil Wayne destroys Black Lives Matter," And I watched that. Did you ever see that?
No.
He starts off saying like, "Look, I'm a rich black guy. You know how does my life not matter?" He's like, "I don't know what they're saying." And then he says like, when it comes to protection, man, I always keep that red flag out. He's talking about because he's a blood,
Right.
which is 1/3 of LA's gang population.
Yeah.
You're telling me, that's the spokesman against Black Lives Matter is a guy saying, "Oh, I don't need Black Lives Matter. I'm part of the Bloods."
Right. Yeah, one of the original, like one of the original gangs. Well, and that's the other thing too. Like those pages, like, I mean, you see it on the left and the right. You see it all across. This such and such totally destroyed them, bro. It's like, no, you didn't. You took something completely out of fucking context and you spun it with like a lame ass freeboot. It's all freebooting too. They all do the. We talked about this on the last show with freeboots. Basically, you take a video from somebody else and re-upload it to your own YouTube or your own Facebook channel or a Facebook page, and then you just add like your dumb little meme banners on the top or whatever it is. But when you do that, you're stealing hits and views from the original source. You're not sharing it. We showed one video of this chick. She did an animation, that Hey Stranger, the weird naked guy stop animation thing for like months ago.
Is it the one where he's like,
Hey Stranger,
can I just paint you?
Yeah,
I feel like I can be real with
yeah. It's
you.
exactly
Like my butt? You can look at my butt.
Yeah, so the page that did it was like Viral Threads or something like that. Had 127 million views, but she don't get those views. Now, granted, Facebook doesn't have a monetization, but if she were to get them 127 million, they broke again.
Yeah.
If she were to get, I'm just gonna take them off. If she were to get them 127 million views, on her own page,
on her YouTube,
or her Vimeo, or the YouTube, or even if it was on her own Facebook player, like this thing was set up, that 127, dude, that would have pushed her to the top of every single search rank. Pushed her to the top of every single fucking suggested video rank, all that shit. But she don't get it.
She was the one that created it.
She's the one that created it. They gave her the blue links, they gave her the blue letters, but that's only going to go so far because now the audience has to click on that and actually go and follow through. Now, I know I'm saying that because it's instant gratification. You just click and you go. But you'd be surprised.
How many people? Yeah.
How many people just don't even fucking click that shit?
Like, why would I?
Yeah, they're like, I just watched it on Facebook, so how am I going to go watch it on YouTube now?
Or why am I going to go click to the artist page? I already got what I wanted. But bye. You know what I mean? Like, because dude, that was the one thing I forgot to mention. 127 million fucking views off of Viral Threads, John.
Yeah.
And what was her like total on her regular page or her page that was linked in? It was only like 26,000 likes. So, like, it's not even a 0.0000001% retention rate. If, let's just assume, all of her Facebook page likes came from this video and people clicking through.
Oh, wow.
You know what I mean? Like, so it's like, what did she really get out of it then? Okay, she got a spot on Colbert because they did a parody of her video featuring Trump. You know what I mean?
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
I've never seen that one.
It's pretty funny.
Is it?
But, yeah, I mean... What did she really, aside from that? Okay, she got her name out there, but did it lead to any more work?
That's true.
Did she see any uptick in sales? Obviously, she didn't get the metrics because they were on Viral Threads.
Yeah.
Not her page, Viral Threads page. So 127 million. We forgot to look up what her
what is her page?
It's just her. It's what was her name? Kristen.
You already forgot.
Kristen Lepore. Was her name
Lepore.
Lepore or something like that? She's a stop animation artist out from LA.
Oh wow!
Like clay animation. So like, and when you look at this thing's like a 5-6 minute fucking video. Like it looked like it took a lot of work to do,
and it's like funny, like
and it's really funny. It's just
supposed to make people feel awkward.
It's awkward and odd, but like not gross you out.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's like you said. It's that thing. It's just like I want to remember your curves.
Yeah. Like just like
yeah, just like these weird positive, like a really positive person or something like that.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Um,
you know what I always wanted to do? Have you ever heard of Cyanide and Happiness?
Oh yeah, they got a show coming out.
Yeah, it's gonna be like on Vivo or something or CISO. CISO, yeah. I love how they started up though. It was like it's such a simple comic, but it's grown so much. I have their card game. That shit is so much fun.
Yeah, he basically just started as what, like a webcomic?
Yeah. But if you look at how it blew up, it's awesome. Like they did a Kickstarter for their card game. I backed that one because it was awesome, and the card game is so much fun. Like if you played Cards Against Humanity,
It's that vibe.
yeah, it's just like that, but you do comics. And what was it? I remember. Oh my god, the best was like we came to the end of the game, and like I had like 2 cards left, so I had to put them down, and then whoever like puts like the funny card at the end, you choose. So my last 2 cards were, "You are literally Adolf Hitler. Congrats."
Oh shit.
Yeah. And dude, the cards are like, and it's just like cyanide happiness where they're really fucked up. Like they have one dude who's like sucking his own penis. They have one guy that's like shooting blood out of his dick, going "Eat my AIDS." It's like it's such a vulgar game, but it's awesome.
That rules.
Oh yeah.
Eat my AIDS.
They have one where the dude's peeing into his own mouth, and it's like you could just make the comic strips however you want.
Oh, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah. I love that game.
When I move, I might have to get that because
Yeah, you can get. I was a dummy. I backed like $175, and I got like 2 games, 2 play mats, and 2 booster packs. But then like it came out in stores. I guess it was a pretty good deal because it's like $25 at like Target.
But think about like what you be contributing to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you're one of the guys that help make it happen.
Yeah,
You know
and
what
there
I
was
mean?
like a lot that backed that though. Like they had a big fan base when it started off, which was pretty cool.
Well, yeah, that definitely helps.
Yeah.
That definitely helps. So we're gonna be wrapping up here. Do you got any events coming up? Or you got any dates or plugs?
Nothing yet. Still just plugging away, working. Otherwise, I would let you know, but I got no events coming up yet.
Well, in the future, let us know. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
definitely.
Like,
I would love to come back on, man.
Yeah,
this
dude.
Was fun. This is a lot of fun.
what are you doing next week? I mean, we're just gonna be sitting here, like, literally. Oh yeah, real fast before we get out of here. I do want to mention. Can you? Nah, it might be too tricky to bring it up. Via
Do what?
The dashboard. No, we the comments. I wanted to say what's up to Riley Blade, who commented on our one video from our episode from last week, because we were talking about freebooting, and basically, you know, what Vern here said is like, look, you know, share from the original source, give a hat tip to the original creators, because he brought to the table, you know, the bad lip reading guys.
Yeah.
They've done everything from the NFL and baseball.
Yeah.
Well, they did this Star Wars John, of A New Hope.
Oh,
Or
really?
no, it was
Force Awakens. Excuse me. I always keep fucking them two up. But A Force Awakens, they did a bad lip reading of it. Now, one of these Star Wars fan pages went and freebooted it. They downloaded it off of YouTube, re-uploaded it under their page, made some edits where they took out their title splash and the
Really?
and the company splash.
Yeah.
They took out like
There are 2 splashes, and at the top they put their meme banners up there. It says it said a bad lip reading of A Force Awakens. Now, when you see it and you hear the guys' voices, the audience is going to be like, "Oh, it's the bad lip reading guys." But again,
they're not going to go to their page.
they're losing several million fucking clicks.
Yeah, it's just making their page get the
Get the metrics. You know, there's no money because it's Facebook. They're just getting metrics. But bad now, you know, bad lip reading guys. What's it to them? They're already making money. Yeah, but at 1/20th of a penny on the 3 million views,
Yeah.
that's $8,000 they got screwed out of.
Oh wow.
That $8,000 for guys like that. I mean, that's everything, man.
Yeah.
You know, that's not only the cost to them to run their company. That's their actual paycheck for when they want to go eat. You know what I mean? Like, it's a lot different when you'll know too. Like, if you start moving in there and you start have to file in your taxes all fucking weird because you got checks from clubs. And you're getting 1099s from across Philly. You know what I mean? Oh, well, he worked this club 5 times this year and he made $2,000. You got to pay on that. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
So those guys got to pay on all that shit. You know what I mean? Like, so, well, and the thing is like that could be factored in. Like, oh shit, you know, we have this entity that's valued at this, but we're not making all of it because we're losing clicks here. Blah blah blah. So she commented and said, hey, you know, I believe in, you know, information should be freely shared, so forth and so on. And I gave the response of like, depends on what you define as information. If it's news, important facts about societal well-being, yeah, I would like to start seeing news ran as non-profit and not have a profit motive to it. But when it comes to like culture stuff, like what you do,
what
the
bad
artwork
lip reading does,
bad lip with the artwork that and music you've done over the years,
Yeah.
music I've done over the years, nah, you got to pay for that. because
that's something somebody crafted.
well, and it's also it's luxury information. You know what I mean? Like they technically don't have to need people don't need this podcast to live. You know, they don't need your comedy to live.
Yeah.
It enhances life. It adds entertainment. It's a luxury.
Yeah.
That you got to fucking protect because especially nowadays with musicians and even with comics, even for you guys. I mean, dude, YouTube is a great thing and a horrible thing for you because your material can get burned so fucking fast if you got a motherfucker in there filming you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, I don't want the people in Cleveland to know about my shit that I did in fucking Pittsburgh the night before. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, because if you have like a hour-long comedy routine that you're planning on doing in this city and this city and this city,
And to
somebody
eventually
goes
release
video-
at the end, at the tour, like they do the schedule of specials. But yeah.
If somebody throws your fucking, throws their fucking cell phone up and records your whole show and fucking puts it on YouTube, then you're gonna get to fucking the next city and they're gonna be like, oh, he's just doing this bit again.
Yeah, I get
It's
what you
like, that's how comedy works. So when you're doing it, like you have like an hour-long
yeah,
show.
there is no like freestyle.
Yeah, you're not.
I mean,
you're not improving.
some people are good at doing like crowd work. Like I remember Lisa Lampanelli, she did that.
Rich Voss is another one. Voss kills crowd work, dude.
Yeah, but
He's
you have to
Voss
be
is
like,
insane with it.
You have to be like veteran fucking improv comedy guy to fucking pull off an hour of improv. Like,
yeah.
But even then, with that, say you've got stuff in your head that you've scripted already, improv wise, like just lines I threw away at a party with a buddy of mine, or blah blah blah. Blah. There it goes again. Someone films that shit and throws it up on the internet.
Yeah.
Like it's now burned.
Yeah.
Technically, it's technically now burned. You know what I mean? Like for some of the comedy. In some comedy circles, they want you to repeat the old jokes.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's weird. Like some rooms want you to play your greatest hits, and then other rooms want the fresh, newest shit. And they, you know, what I mean, like it's odd how that happens.
Yeah.
But yeah. So right now, I met this woman, dude, talking about the randos thing. Just through like commenting on a politic thread on like a Bernie Crat page or something like that, one of the Bernie Sanders pages. Like I commented some Adam Curtis shit. Because him and I are a big geek on this documentary filmmaker over here, right? And I was like, oh, yeah, you guys should check this out and blah, 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 blah. And they were all like, holy fuck, that's amazing. Like, this is an amazing comment. And I'm like, oh, well, check out my podcast. We talk about it all the time. And then she just started following, liking everything and all that shit. And she runs a page on Facebook. It's Women for Bernie. It's got like 50,000 fucking people on that shit.
Damn.
And I'm like, hey, maybe little plug holder. Little plug for your buddy here.
Little plug.
With your with who drops these awesome comments that you would
plugging in you. Plug.
Well,
yeah, we just plugged you, so you should plug us now.
Plug it.
Wink, 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 wink.
Winky face.
But no, it was cool because like just even like seeing her. Now, granted, we are of like a similar ilk, like political stripe in a sense. But it was just kind of cool seeing that. Like, wow, someone like followed the fuck through, like followed up with it.
Very cool.
You know what I mean? And watched the show and then commented on something about the show. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
that's pretty sick.
You know,
I like I
one
said,
to go, 999,999 more. Like, yay!
I wish I could be better with politics though, because like I suck at talking about it.
It's dude.
I always like miss like figures. Or like I have like information that just happened that I didn't use, or information I missed because I didn't look at the right thing. Like that's why I'm always bad at talking about that stuff.
In all honesty, though, bro, like everything is just so chaotic right now. Like it really is like a real non-linear approach with everything.
Yeah.
Like what is? It's deeper into that film that him and I geeked on. The dude Surkov. The Russian theater dude, where he would purposely fund people against Putin, and then come out and say, "Yeah, I do it." So, what's your point? See, it was all about distraction. It was just like you don't know what's real.
Yeah,
and you almost kind of see that happening now. Like you really don't know what's real anymore.
Like even like as we're talking about stuff, I'm like, oh shit, am I using actual information?
Well, it's like, for example, was that dude from the DNC actually murdered? Who the fuck knows? But they're talking about it like he was. Like, who knows what's real? You know what I mean? Like, so that's why I just stick with economics. You know, I'm broke, he broke, you're broke.
I just talk about comic books. That's it. Like, and video games. Who just texted me?
Yeah, well. I'd like to, but he tries to get me to do that more. But I just take over.
Do what?
talking about non-politics.
Hey, well, at least we've had nothing but like calm, rational, productive conversations about it.
Yeah, well, I mean, because you and I are pretty much the same in that cut, dude. You know what I mean? Like, same with, dude. That's what I'm saying. Like, if we got Beasley over here, fucking bees, dude, holy shit, we'd probably destroy YouTube. That's it. The three of us would probably destroy YouTube. We would probably be like, this is how you fix everything. And we do it in 30 minutes and then be like an hour and a half. All right, what's next? Fuck. I don't know.
You're welcome, America. We fixed your shit. Now just do it.
Now donate.
Just do it.
Hey guys, America's fixed. Can I come on this episode?
Yeah, it's easier for Alex.
I got some filler.
Yeah, Alex.
I mean, now that everything's fixed, we don't have to talk politics. I could just talk to you about like, the first time I had sex and everything.
Oh, we missed that. Next time.
Okay.
We'll have to say that for next time.
Yeah. Okay. Or when the album comes.
Yeah.
We'll play. I'll play it.
Well, real fast. Do you have a slated date for that or no?
Not yet. No. I still have to. I have to work out like the track list and everything, and that stuff we were talking about with the music.
Oh yeah. Okay, well, just keep us in the loop, dude.
I will.
I mean, we're on Facebook, so I'll keep in tab. So I guess it's that time, Vern.
Yeah, it's looking like it's about that.
Let me turn the right channel on.
Thanks again for having me on.
Oh yeah. Once again, Alex Magakis, ladies and gentlemen.
Alex.
How did I say it right?
Magakis.
Yeah. Magakis in the Tzatziki.
I'm gonna try to start saying it that way because it sounds more fancy.
Magakis. So Alex Magakis. He's at facebook.com/manchildliving. All one phrase.
Page.
That's the comedy page. Twitter, any of that stuff?
My Twitter's Expendable Joker.
Expendable. Nice. Expendable joke.
I always felt expendable.
Awesome.
I'm an expendable comedian.
I actually had a email for the longest time. It was excellent cadaver.
Oh damn, I like that one.
I can't get into it though. It's an old Hotmail. I would love to get back into it. So yeah, Man-Child Living on Facebook. Magakis is spelled M-A-MAGA.
It's Oh yeah, people tell me about that all the time.
Yeah, M-A-G-A-K-I-S. M-A-G-A-K-I-S. So
we used to say that my rap name would be Magakis, like just add an extra S because it'd be like Jadakiss.
Yeah, it's awesome. That would roll.
Yeah,
Magakis. So that's been the buddy Vern. I didn't introduce him.
And
properly.
that's that PJ guy over there.
Yeah,
he went to school for audio and shit.
Yeah, and it sounds fucking amazing right now, doesn't it?
It doesn't.
I just can listen to us talk together.
Then we get home, we're like, dude, this sounds like fucking ass. What the fuck? So,
my voice is shit.
So is mine, dude. So is mine. Don't worry. So, all right, kids, we're out of here. No one's playing next week, right?
Nothing planned yet, anyway. So it's just us bullshitting next week.
Oh, it'd be great to get Dalen Leach.
One day.
Holy shit. He just announced he might run for fucking U.S. Senate or Congress, too. And I put a post on his page saying, no, don't. I said, don't do it. And then I was like, stay in the state, dude. What are you gonna do? You gonna go to that cesspool? What do you really think you're gonna fucking do down there? You could do a lot more in Pennsylvania on your own than fucking around with DC.
Yeah.
Dude, you could legalize weed in PA. You can fucking do free college in PA. You can do the healthcare shit in PA, just like New York and California.
You want to do something different in PA than run for fucking governor?
Well, that's almost the thing. Like, it sets it up because Wolf is up in 2022, and they ain't got no one on the bench to take his spot if he fucks up.
Did you guys see that thing about The Rock and Tom Hanks running for president?
Jesus Christ, no.
I don't know.
That's the last thing we fucking need.
No.
Another fucking
celebrity.
I like The Rock, though. I think he could.
Yeah, he's probably a nice guy.
I'm gonna make the America great again, jabroni.
But I don't think The Rock is capable of being president.
No.
So sorry, Rock. I mean, I'm all for you going back to WWE and doing movies and shit, but stay away.
Lay
from the White
SmackDowns
House.
over there, not yeah.
I'd still vote for.
Like, if you want to go into the Oval Office and give fucking Trump a fucking
rock
people's elbow and a rock bottom, yeah, I'm all for that.
Like I'm saying, if it came down to Trump and The Rock,
well, then at that point, unfortunately, you have to you got to go with the
And plus, he'd have Tom Hanks as his VP.
I'd still. Why celebrities?
Neil deGrasse Tyson for president.
Yes.
That was something I really liked was because I saw a meme, but I don't know if this was, but it might have been actually something he said. He said, who's always president? It's always a politician or a businessman. Why isn't it never somebody who's a scientist or
Yeah,
an engineer?
mathematicians, yeah.
Like somebody that,
Yeah,
gets.
yeah. He said that when he was a kid. He's like, I'd sit there and I'd look at Congress and be like, well, I mean, it's all lawyers and businessmen. Where's the doctors? Where's the workers?
Yeah.
Where's the average?
That's why I really like Neil deGrasse Tyson when he talks about stuff. He always gives out like crazy good information.
Yeah, well, he's dead on about it because he comes from science. I mean, that's how him and I approach a lot of our shit down here. It's scientific method, dude. 7 steps. Doesn't follow the fucking procedure.
Yeah.
Never work backwards. Always work forwards. You know what I mean? If it turns out, then
and I think somebody who operates that way would be a fucking excellent president. Even if he is a fucking astrophysicist, I still think Neil deGrasse Tyson would wipe the floor with all these fucking people we've had as president in my lifetime.
yeah, because he understands that when it comes to
He would know, okay, well, I don't know shit about housing, and I'm going to look for the fucking right guy for what I think.
Yeah.
and surround
And
himself
who
with
knows
the
what the fuck he's talking about.
Right.
I'm not necessarily going to go to this guy because he works, he's the fucking top urban planning development guy at this fucking, nationwide fucking housing development company. No, I'm not going to go for him. I'm going to go for this guy over here because that guy fucking knows what he's doing, and his ideas jibe with my ideas. And this guy,
and you know what? Neil deGrasse would be like, I'll go listen to the fucking big guy, the big housing guy.
Yeah.
I'll just get his advice.
But
and
I'm going to look into his history, and I'm going to find out if his if his
He is
past
very
matches up to
intelligent,
yeah.
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Yeah.
And what I would love about that is because then fucking every time like the fucking Congress was like, oh, we're going to create a science panel and we're going to put these congressmen on it, he'd be like, seriously,
Bitch, please.
How about you make a science panel of actual scientists?
Like, you call that a scientist?
Yeah. It's like, why don't you get a panel of actual scientists?
I've gotten hand
instead of
jobs by
congressmen?
hookers more smarter than these motherfuckers.
They went to
okay?
trade school for science, so they
Trade
can
school.
do it.
DeVry.
I took some great night classes.
The University of Phoenix. They went oh, shit. We got to get around it, though. All right, kids. Once again, that was Vern. Alex Magakis. Magakis. Man-child living on Facebook.com. PJ. And hopefully in a few weeks I'll be in Philly. Yay. So we're out of here. Oh, there it is. Almost like I went to school for this shit.
Yeah.
So that'll be the show for today, folks. The archive will be up later. Find us on Facebook, facebook.com/SlackerAmericana, Twitter, SlackerAmerican. Leave off the last A for asshole.
Yeah, because Twitter's fucking lame.
Because you can't put that many on there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was one letter too big.
Oh, wow.
And then Instagram, SlackerAmericana, but there's absolutely nothing on it right now.
Yeah.
Absolutely
The
nothing.
ultimate of our slacking is on Instagram.
I forgot, I do have a Instagram.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
I just remembered at the last minute, thank God. Or else nobody would know.
Oh, shit.
Let me say Bullseye 8008.
Was that again?
Bullseye, one word, 8008.
Bullseye 8008 Instagram.
Yep.
So, all right, Alex. Thanks for coming in, brother.
Thank you, guys.
This is fucking awesome.
Yep.
So, tell your friends.
Tell your family.
Tell
Tell
your-
people you don't know, too.
Yeah,
Just go around shouting Slacker American like a crazy person.
Yep.
So-
I'll do that work.
Like I said, the archive and everything will be up later. So, we'll be out of here. No guests next week. I guess it'll just be you and me.
Yeah, unless we find somebody in the meantime.
Hey,
But we'll put that on
unless they're gonna
Facebook.
come back.
I'll see what I can do.
But we'll put that on Facebook. So if you're following us on Facebook, then you'll know.
Yeah, stay in the loop. And also, like this video, like all our videos, subscribe to the channel and ring the bell. Get those push notifications. They let you know anytime we do anything on this service here on YouTube. It's a lot easier. Miss a post? Got a push note. There you go. So ring the fucking bell. Hashtag ring the bell. So, alrighty, kids, we're out of here. We'll see you next week.
Later.
Bye.